You really did.
Alright, I'm recording now, so now it's all in the fucking open.
You already?
We're here.
That's it?
We're recording, yeah, we already started.
Fuck it, so
the return of the Big Dick Bandits. Here we go. The return of the Big Dick Bandits. Thank you, Brian Kalin, because that came from you.
You know what I'm
saying?
Shit. Yeah. You know that's how it all starts.
Yeah, it always starts with the music.
Okay. I usually edit it in After the fact, but I said fuck it, we're in the room.
So do we do the shot in between or after?
No, we'll do it mid-shot. Like, I'll say, alright, let's take shots.
Okay. No, you're cute. Follow your lead.
But,
we were doing this before, but then the work and everything, I just haven't had time. And then on weekends, I've been, worn out.
It was because his lack of ass coming up here. Look, when he was in fucking Brooklyn, he was here every goddamn weekend. He moves downstairs, I don't see the fucking dude.
He sees me all the fucking time. He eats in my house regularly. What are you talking about?
Besides the fucking point.
Oh, that's besides the point. That doesn't count.
The
right?
podcast counts.
No, it's more my fault, man. But, yo, you just get so tired. Y'all do want the fuck out.
Welcome to the corner. I'm your host, Anthony Cruz, your resident voice, Anthony Cruz, and always with me is the man who's always fucking tired, Nicholas Portela. How you doing?
You know, I'm gonna start this podcast by saying fuck you.
And welcome back, man. It's been a fucking while.
It has been a long time, and we're not alone.
No, we got a fucking guest today, man.
Holy shit.
And you know what? Since it's a monumentous occasion, because the last time we had Lou on, and that was fucking awesome, and I've been dying to do this shit again. But we got my man, Anthony Hernandez. Somebody come back from way back in the days from, so welcome. How you doing?
I'm good, boss. I'm good.
All right.
Just trying to get lit on this Saturday night, and this is.
You sounded right. Look, we got the beer.
Salud.
Right.
Shameless plug. Hold on.
We got
classic.
We got shots.
Yeah,
bacon beer classic.
There you go.
Shit. So we coming with that later.
Yep.
So it's been a while, and as you can already tell, my name is Anthony. His name is Anthony. So had this been 101, we'd have had to change it to A to A, or since we're Spanish, we call it A to A.
You're an ass.
So what's been going on, man? Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I am 38 years old. I love long walks on the beach. I love big booty bitches. Like typical Puerto Rican here in the Bronx, just trying to make ends meet.
All right.
Making $1 out of 50 cents and trying to keep my backhand game strong.
That's
with
right.
the dumb motherfuckers that I deal with every day, whether it's life, work, gym, or leisure. This backhand right here.
That pin pan is short.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be, bro.
It looks red. It looks like it's been a lot of work.
No. That's just, lover, not a fighter. But if the need arises, I just got to give it a look before.
When provoked.
Exactly.
When provoked, that pin pan comes out.
That's the Bronx. That's the Bronx.
But it's only effective as the amount of baby powder you put on it before you smack it.
Well,
you want that dust effect when you slap somebody.
I do.
Right, like that. Bam! You see the dust fly up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more satisfying sensation to see that dust fly.
Especially when they owe you money, because then you can just say, "Bitch, where's my money?" Bang!
But it's not even that. It's that type of smack that the open palm smack that it literally feels like the man's soul.
It did. It smacked the soul out of their body.
Left the body, but then they also feel violated. They feel less than a man, and they have no other choice but just to walk away.
They go to the shower and they're in the corner and they're crying.
Scrubbing themselves like the crying game.
Reminding themselves, I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch.
I am a man.
I'm a man. I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch.
My mama says I'm special.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I've been living pretty peacefully for the last couple of years, and I hope to keep it.
Yeah, no, he's a magnetic. He's a magnet for random violence. Like he walked in the street.
I was. This is over.
There's only one man who has it worse than you, and that's Jackie Chan.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Listen.
He said, "Well, Jackie, where you going? I'm going to church. Leave me alone."
I've been in my share of scraps for sure. I've been in my share of fights, but that was you get older, you get married, you have a family,
You're the only man I know that had to jump through 2 cabs and run all over the city to get away from a guy who's possibly stalking you.
Wait, what? Now you gotta tell that story.
It's a long fucking story. I don't think we have enough tape.
We don't have enough tape for that? Alright. So we'll do the clip.
Well, okay, I'll make it very short. I didn't know I even told you about that. Was I drunk when I mentioned that to you?
Nah.
I was sober?
I think you was just feeding me
that
a
was
bullshit
the gay guy.
I don't know. No, just some shit that some dude got out of prison, and you fucked him up back in the past, and now he wants revenge.
Yeah, they know how it is. Like I grew up with Spanish Harlem, right? And you know, back then, anybody who came from that neighborhood back then knows it was like Wild West. Shit was crazy back then, and it was really popping. And anybody out there listening to me knows 110 in Lexington by the 6th train. That's where all the shit went down for real. Over there, it was. I don't know what it is about that number 110. But it doesn't matter what avenue you on, that street is always bad. Whether it's 110 in Lexington, 110 in Lenox on the 2 line, especially if there's a train. If there's a train around it, it's fucked up.
You don't forget the Gundam project. So.
Yeah, you know what I mean? 110 on the 1 and the 9 line. But something about 110 is like a bad omen. So, you know, long story short, I had got into something with some dude way back when. We fought, I whooped his ass. Then not too long after, he used to hustle. So he ended up getting locked up. So then he got locked up, and he swore that I snitched on him, that I went and told the cop. Which anybody who knows me knows that is against the code. I don't knock on nobody, on anybody. But it turned out it was his boy who dined him out, which you know how the game goes. But so he came out, and then he was popping shit that he was looking for me or whatever. Actually went up to my aunt one time in the store, and acted like he was my boy, that he was looking to get in contact with me. So yeah, it turned out a little ugly. It got a little ugly, you know.
And you know, I mean, that was just. I thought you were
talking about the gay guy.
No, I don't know about that.
I didn't say about that.
I don't
shit!
Think so.
I got yo.
All right, so we're going into some gay guy stalking shit right now.
Right to left.
Yeah, we went left. We went far left. Yeah.
We're on this adventure. You're coming along with us.
Yeah. We're on this ride. Well, basically, it's let me take a sip of this shit.
I was about ready to grab that shot.
No. Whatever helps soothe the soul.
One time, I was at a bar with a friend of mine. It was his bachelor party. I'm not going to say names. But we're at this bar, and then I don't even ask me how it happened. I don't know. You know how it is. You go to a bar, you're hanging out. Sometimes people get into it. They start fighting. They're your friends, so you're in there by default. So I got into it, and I ended up hitting this dude. And I hit this dude so hard. You ever hit someone so hard that your arm vibrates? I mean, like you put it to him. I left him unconscious. Turned out the guy was gay.
And they travel in packs.
Turned out the guy was gay. No, the dude wanted to hook up with me. He was like a sadomasochist.
Oh shit! So
yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was fucked up.
She's like, oh, do it again.
Yeah, it was fucked up. He was turned on.
You know, like
how did that happen?
I'm just trying to. All right, let me just picture this. let me just try.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
I know. After me just processing what I just heard right now, I got to take a shot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take.
All right. So you get into a fight.
Yeah.
Because your boy got into
one of his friends.
So through because of a process of elimination, you're there. You throw down the dude that you hit. You knocked him out.
Unconscious.
So he got back up. How did you know that he was like on some Bobby do it again type shit?
Well, what happened was his sister.
I'm done.
Oh.
Yeah. His sister.
But all right, so we can't go off the record. So I mean, how do you know the sister?
Okay, I went to school with her.
Okay.
I went to school with his sister, and his sister was messing around on again, off again with my boy.
Okay.
All right, and so she was married, and so it was one of those things. So she heard about the situation. She heard about the situation, about the fight that happened. I didn't know that was her brother. No clue. Okay.
Oh shit.
They have different pops. He was raised in a different house. One of those things. So I see her, right? And she asked me if it was true that I got into a fight with this dude at a bar, and I told her yeah. And she said that was her brother. I said, oh shit. And then me and her were always cool. I known her for years. So, we were talking about it, and I explained to her the situation, and she said that she understood because her brother gets drunk and he gets stupid. So she can totally see how that happens. So I was happy because me and her had known each other for a long time. So that was cool. But then she went up and she told me, she came up to me and said, listen, I got to tell you something. And I said, what? She goes, listen, my brother is gay. And I said, okay, well, I didn't hit him because he was gay. It was the fight. I didn't even know he was gay. She goes, no, it turned him on. I said, excuse me? On my mother's grave, okay?
Espérate, nombre Padre,
all right, nombre Madre, Padre, Espíritu Santo, yeah, on my mother's grave. It turned out the dude was gay, and he likes it rough. So he's one of those guys.
Oh, you give it to him rough, baby.
Oh shit! So this dude actually wanted to meet me to apologize about what happened and buy me a drink.
The closer I get
to me, what that meant was he wanted to Bill Cosby my ass and slip me a roofie. And
the
then
more you make me feel.
That's why I saw him one day and I hopped in the cab and I bounced.
You giving him all you got.
Because when do you do karaoke now all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Your love has captured him.
Dude, yeah, it's fucked up.
Shit, man.
Fucked up. I that's why when you mentioned that, I said, did I tell you that story? Because not too many people.
Just to think, the moment that you hit him, and that he felt that hand hit his jaw, his asshole did this.
Oh, you son of a bitch! The fact that you know that scares the shit out of me. You know?
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Time out. Flag on the plate.
Yeah.
That's
just
Salud. Yeah.
Salud.
Uh-huh.
I'm saving mine.
Yeah.
I'm saving mine for a doozy.
That was pretty.
Ladies and gentlemen out there, if you're listening to this, anyone who knows me knows that my life has been a little abnormal. My life's been a little abnormal.
We all three.
I think that's why Anthony got us all here together, because we all live interesting lives.
Yeah.
To this very day.
I can believe it.
One of the things, look, the intention here was to do pop culture, to talk about fucking sports, games.
We'll get there
movies.
eventually. We'll get there.
This is like a venting project. When I was 12, there's
My
one
mama
girl
hit
from the
me.
project.
This is the introductory.
One time at band camp.
See, these two met for the first time today. So,
Hey, come on now. You know what I mean?
what better way to break the fucking ice, right? What better way to break the ice?
Hey man, we love our people, you know. I love our people, you know.
Viva Puerto Rico.
Viva Puerto Rico. It's a shame what's happening over there right now. I don't want to get political. My cousin knows me.
No. I think we should keep the
we'll keep it light. We'll keep it light.
But although since
our prayers go out to everybody out
yes.
there.
Amen. Yep.
Though we're slightly on the subject, have you seen some of the shit that come out recently? Like there was a fucking thing with Trump where he said that he visited the president of Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
That's one of those. I can hear myself blink.
Yeah.
The motherfucker said that, and you're like,
excuse me?
Can we
no.
just process what the fuck he just said?
You know, at the end of this, I mean, it's hard to laugh about it now because of all the terrible things that are happening, obviously, and we want to keep this light. But you have to admit one thing, at the very least. Trump, we all might want to thank Trump because he has provided us hours and hours of entertainment.
No fucking kidding.
So much shit.
This motherfucker was doing a press conference, and he's talking, and he comes out and says, this person wanted to be here, this person wished he was here, Melania wished she was here. The bitch was standing right next to her. She was standing right there. She was like,
you can't make that shit.
I want a case of whatever Trump was having.
No. Before he was just an asshole, right? But now he's on that Bush level of crazy.
Yeah, Bush level of stupid.
I beg to differ on that. Bush. I actually miss Bush.
I do too.
I do. Trust me. The only president.
Wait. I'm sorry. I went left because I was thinking of another type of Bush. But anyways, getting back to
he misses the vertical smile.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
The tuna taco.
The tuna taco. That's a.
You had tuna taco before?
No.
Okay. That's yourself. Anyways.
Oh shit.
But there's Trump has a different level of stupidity. Bush is
really.
He's more of an absent-minded idiot. You know what I mean?
Choked on a pretzel.
Sure. I can go
He
with
choked
that.
on a pretzel. Let's remember that.
Well, it is what it is. He wasn't that bright, but he had a kind heart, and he wasn't racist.
No.
Whereas
I would agree.
Yeah,
with that.
I agree. I agree.
Whereas this motherfucker here,
Bush was a human being.
Yeah,
Bush was a human being. We didn't agree with all of his politics, but he was a human being.
9/11, effects, and again, if you remember it, and you remember his call to action, like at that point, it was like, you know what? Regardless of how stupid he is, at least he's got heart. This motherfucker now, Trump.
Yeah, it's a different
cut
animal.
from a different cloth.
Yeah.
KKK type shit.
Well, actually, I think his grandfather was a KKK member or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
And
but it's funny, like all right. So we had Bush is crazy, Trump is crazy. And
Bush was stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
Trump is crazy.
Right,
Yeah.
fair enough. I would agree with that assessment.
No. Bush is crazy. Why? Because he came out and said some shit like, OBGYNs are practicing their love on women all across the country.
Giggity.
That's actually funny.
Hold on, I gotta put your phone on the screen for that one.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
That was a fist bump.
That was.
That was a fist bump moment. But yeah, no, that's some crazy shit to say.
That really is.
So the track record is you have one crazy, or one smooth, one crazy, one smooth, one crazy, right? Because we had Bill Clinton, who's a charismatic, smooth
that
dude.
Motherfucker was smooth.
Yeah, he really was.
Smooth as fuck.
The other side of the pillow.
Then we had crazy.
And he did something that no other president had done, at least not in recent memory. He actually left office with a surplus in our budget.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell can you recall?
You brought that up? I was going to say that he jogged to McDonald's. So, I mean...
That's true, okay. We know Trump ain't jogging nowhere.
No. So, you had one smooth, one crazy. Then you had Obama, very smooth.
Very smooth.
And
That man was a class act.
And now we got crazy again. The presidency track record is kind of like my girlfriend's. It's like one cool, one crazy.
I like the segue.
One cool, one crazy.
Only difference is I don't know if they're all going to start living near each other.
So now I'm aiming. So now I'm aiming towards cool.
Good luck.
So about that pipe bomb that just got dropped just now, how do we bring that?
No. We're not gonna bring it up. We're
not
gonna bring it up.
Sure?
That's off the record.
That's all, okay.
You sure?
That's off the record.
Okay.
All right.
Notice
Okay.
how he gets into the hot seat.
Yeah, he does.
And he's the host.
And he's the host.
How does
that work?
Because
You're trying to be the Puerto Rican Howard Stern, and you can't even handle your own hot seat?
No, not at all. I'm a
Motherfucker.
squirmy motherfucker. I'm a squirmy motherfucker.
Yeah, you do. You are.
We're gonna let you off the hook.
We're gonna let you rock with that.
I appreciate that. We got bigger topics to hit, like
Go ahead.
like Shane McMahon jumping 30 feet off the fucking cage.
Oh, we're talking wrestling now.
What's up? You're a wrestling guy?
Oh, come on, bro.
You're a wrestling guy?
Come on, bro.
My man.
Come on, bro.
Look at that. I don't follow it like I used to, but I did tune in for that shit. I tell you
fucking
what.
Hell in a Cell shit.
Let me tell you something. Shane McMahon has more balls than most wrestlers.
No shit.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. He has more balls. If I were a pro wrestler, I wouldn't take that bump. No damn way.
I've been
There's
looking
no
at
money you could pay me to have to jump over.
They know
Because
inflated
he's
bed.
a McMahon. He's a McMahon. He has to set an example because his father was a pioneer.
He really was.
What he orchestrated on buying up all the territories and becoming a monopoly.
Yeah.
So, in this day and age now, like, what can Shane McMahon do to kind of surpass that legacy that Vince McMahon started?
So leave his ass off 30 feet.
But you want to know something though? If you look at Shane's, like again, I grew up on wrestling. I don't watch it as much as I used to. But I
don't worry. After this podcast, you'll be caught up to speed.
Yeah. Like I know about Roman Reigns, the Shield, and all that. But he's not bad.
Now that he's back with the Shield.
But I liked him anyway. The only reason people shitted on Roman Reigns is because they pitted him against Daniel Bryan. Before that, everybody was loving him. Everybody loved him. He started getting booed at the Royal Rumble when he eliminated Daniel Bryan. Agreed. That's when everybody started shitting on that.
But not only that, you have The Rock that's trying to force feed and pushing his distant third, fifth cousin from the Samoa.
In Samoa, that doesn't count.
You have The Rock trying to come in to like say, all right, this is the fucking guy, and
look,
fans
let me tell you something.
Still hated him.
Yeah, but fans hate him.
I'm
gonna tell you what
Vince McMahon, fuck the WWE universe. He force fed Roman Reigns every single fucking time.
He did, but you want to know something though? To be fair, he did the same thing with John Cena many years ago. And okay. John Cena, but I'm gonna tell you something. Here's the funny thing about fans: we live in an era where it's cool to cheer the bad guy and boo the good guy. Mm-hmm. The whole thing with faces, and I know I'm going to start using wrestling terminology, so forgive me because I know you're not into wrestling.
You know what you want to do? Hold on, before you continue. You can take the mic out and hold it, and you can lean back.
I can lean back?
Yeah.
I can lean back, all right.
I mean, yeah, you can take the mic out and you can hold it.
Because
you're leaning, you're an intense motherfucker. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm
ready to go, right?
All you see is my forehead and shit.
No, all right. So here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. You know, during the era of, like, you want to talk the 80s, right? You know, look at wrestling back then during the Hulk Hogan era and stuff. Okay? It was a given. If you were a face, you got cheered. If you were a heel, you got booed. No matter how good you are. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, we all know Ravishing Rick Rude was 100 times the performer Hillbilly Jim was.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Now, Ravishing Rick Rude always got booed. Hillbilly Jim always got cheered. That's the way it was. It's the way it was in the stands, right?
I like Hillbilly
So, I did as a kid too, but let's be real. Ravishing Rick Rude was the man. Okay?
Yeah, he was.
So, we live in an era now where it's cool to cheer the bad guy. It's the way it is. The reason fans...
It's always been that way.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Not in wrestling.
Since the Attitude Era?
The Attitude Era, yes.
Well, no.
Austin...
If we're going to get into that, then we're going to talk about the origins of, like, face and heel. Right?
Sure.
So, back then, even before the Attitude Era began, you had the faces, you had the heels.
Sure.
It wasn't up until when Austin... initiated that whole
the anti-hero
concept. But
he was wrestling's Wolverine.
I would even go so far as to say that what broke the mold of the face heel concept was the click.
For sure.
Right? The curtain
I
call.
think they had a lot to do with that. They had a lot to do with that.
So it was okay to this day to still cheer the bad guy because the bad guy was cool.
Yeah.
The bad guy had swag, had charisma, had that it factor that regardless if this motherfucker cheats or not,
he's the man.
He's still
Ric Flair. The man.
Everybody the man.
In his day. Yeah, I mean, he was
limousine riding, jet flying,
wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing, son of a gun.
Woo! Exactly.
Get better, Rick.
Man titties and all.
Man titties and all, but one of the best performers in the history of the business.
He's fucking
without a doubt.
Fucking phenomenal.
Without a doubt.
It's funny. I thought, to be honest, I'm sorry, Rick. I thought you were gonna die a long time ago. You outlived some of the most. You outlived Owen Hart. You outlived.
Listen, if 2 plane crashes couldn't kill this motherfucker, you think a heart failure is gonna
kill?
No.
Listen, here's what happened. Ali Davis. There's a podcast. There's a podcast called Wrestle Talk. You ever watched it?
Nah.
Guy called Ali Davis. It's an awesome podcast if you're a wrestling fan.
Oh, I know.
He said something that was perfect. Def had Ric Flair down. He had him pinned, and Ric Flair kicked out at 3. At 2, he kicked out at 2. Got up, said "woo" and did a strut. Ali Davis said that, and it was true. You know, Ali Davis. It's a great Wrestle Talk News. If you're a wrestling fan, watch it. It's great. And Ric Flair was the first guy to make being a heel fucking cool.
Of course,
he was the first guy.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, he was the first guy. And even though the fans booed him because I guess they felt a sense of obligation, to boo him because he's the bad guy, they all secretly loved him.
Of course.
You know, and then going forward, Triple H became that bad guy everyone loved to hate. Mm-hmm. Okay? Triple H was one of the best heels the business had ever seen, in my opinion. One of the best guys who to ever straddle that line between heel and face was Triple H, without a doubt. You know, and looking at wrestling now, the problem, in my opinion, that's getting back to Roman Reigns, the problem that fans have with him, there's a couple of things. One, fans feel like what happened with John Cena is going to happen with Reigns. They're going to feed him down our throats. Mm-hmm. That's
already happening. But
it's happening, but to be fair, they haven't made Reigns unstoppable. He's lost big matches. He's lost a lot of big matches. Okay. For 10 years, Cena was Superman. I don't care if you shot him. I don't care if you hit him with a truck. Cena was winning the match.
But that was Vince's...
In jean shorts, mind you.
You know, yeah, in jorts. All right, Roman Reigns is a good performer. You look at Roman Reigns, forget about whether you wish he was a heel or a face. He's a good performer. He's big, he's strong, he's athletic. The guy's very versatile in the ring. He doesn't look stiff. Guys who've wrestled with him, like Jericho and AJ Styles, say that Roman is one of the best guys they've been in there with. Because he can hit you with a high-impact move, you don't feel like he's even touching you. He hits you with these clothesline Superman punches, it's like he doesn't touch you. You know, they say the guy is awesome in the ring.
And granted, okay, I get that. But as far as his character, his concept, you know, the fact that he realigned with the Shield and everybody's going crazy about it, it's good, right? No problem. Shield is what works best. Yeah. He is not a talker. I would prefer him to just shut the fuck up and do what he has to do in the ring versus the whole promo, I'm not a guy, I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I'm just the guy. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, from what I've seen of Roman Reigns, I have to agree
I would
with
rather
that.
No, he's not. He's
I would
not a great
rather
promo
him-
guy. He's not a great promo guy.
No,
for
no.
Sure.
But I
He's
would
not.
rather him take the concept, aside from whatever hybrid of what he is now. I would rather him now evolve back into that original character of what he was in the Shield, and not say shit, kick everybody's ass, just like Goldberg.
Sure.
You know what I'm
Goldberg
saying?
wasn't a fantastic talker, yet he was
He
very
didn't,
popular.
he didn't have to say shit.
Right.
Goldberg was 1,051 and one.
And one, yeah.
You know what I'm
Why?
saying?
Why can't we get another Macho Man? Why?
Macho
can't-
Man is that once in a
Why can't we
lifetime.
get
The closest
He
he got to
and
it.
that's so much the wrestling because I love his wrestling, but it's just his talking.
Well, first
He
of all,
had
that would
so
take.
much fucking
that would-
gravitational pull.
But first of all,
when
that
he
would
was on
take
screen.
comical levels of cocaine. That's number
Instead-
one.
No, that's true. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And mind you, I'm a Macho Man
The
guy.
fucking- I'm the cream of the crop.
glasses in order to talk like this because the veins are popping out of my neck.
That's good.
And
That's
that's
good.
really shit.
I'm thinking
Like
about.
a cup of coffee in the big time. Elizabeth, say goodbye.
Exactly. That's exactly
That's
what
exactly
he was.
Exactly what he was. Holy
No,
shit.
Macho Man was that once in a lifetime.
Yeah, no,
you
no.
kind of, you know,
And,
the closest
and the
is
reason
Jay
why
Lethal.
I haven't gravitated.
I like Jay Lethal a lot. I think the closest we've come to that, but that's because he kind of patterns himself after the Macho Man. Jay Lethal is a guy that unless you really know wrestling, you may not know who he is.
Yeah,
if you
'cause
just
I'm not
follow
too familiar with
WWE.
him.
Yeah, he's more of an independent guy,
He's an indie.
but a
He's Ring of
super.
Honor.
He got big in TNA to an extent.
Yes.
But he's a very, very talented guy
I can
in the
imagine.
ring. Very versed. Yeah, Jay Lethal was good. He's a good dude. He's a really nice guy. In addition to being a very talented performer, and I think it's no secret one of his favorite wrestlers of all time is Macho Man Randy Savage. So he even talks like
Because he
him.
would emulate.
Yeah, he emulates
I,
him. He emulates
I
him.
pray for that just a little bit, just a little.
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
little
But
of
you know-
that classic time.
Yeah, it's just. But I tell you,
I could watch fucking Macho Man all day.
Oh, Macho Man's matches were amazing. The guy was, yeah.
Classic.
I mean, him and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I mean, one of the greatest
WrestleMania
ever.
3?
Yeah, I mean,
WrestleMania 3?
come on, Randy
Hogan
Savage was
and
awesome.
Andre drew the crowd. Steamboat and Savage
Stole the show, without a doubt.
That's
without
the
a doubt.
ultimate catchphrase.
Without a doubt.
Speaking of
without
which, Ted DiBiase, I don't know if he was there when you went on Comic-Con, but Ted DiBiase was there and also was Ravishing. They were both there in the same booth. Ravishing Rick Rude.
a doubt. Nah, he's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You mean Bobby Roode? Was
No,
that
no,
guy?
I fucked up. No, you know why? Because,
No more shots at Jameson.
yeah,
That's
no
it.
shot, no shot.
He's seeing ghosts.
Two.
No,
Just two.
no, Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake.
You know who was okay? You know who was there when I went?
You know why? Because they're kind of like similar.
Diamond Dallas
Dallas
Page and Christian, and I think Jerry the King Lawler was there. I didn't see Jerry the King Lawler, but they had his picture up.
See, I would've got that
Christian.
fucking autograph.
I did see
I would've got
Christian,
that
and I
fucking
did
autograph.
see. I would have wanted to get an autograph, but it was just so crowded, bro.
Yeah, I can
It
imagine.
was just too crowded. I had my nephew with me, and it was just too much.
Yeah.
You know, but
How much were they charging for?
I can only.
I
don't
didn't
know.
ask. I didn't ask.
I didn't ask.
I'm sure maybe
I
like
didn't
$10,
ask.
$20 for.
But you know, I'm gonna tell you something. I was impressed with Roman Reigns for how he handled the John Cena thing because we all know whether you like Cena or not. Cena's one of the best promo guys ever.
Agreed.
He's a fantastic promo
Agreed.
guy, and he
If you could go
smashed.
toe to toe,
And that motherfucker knows it.
He
You know what it is?
smashed Roman the first time they went head up.
Agreed.
That
But
motherfucker knows it
later
too.
on, Roman did his thing, and did he beat Cena? No, he's not gonna beat Cena in the promo department.
He's on
but
that.
he did a lot better than he normally does.
Fucking Cena's on that. I wear a suit every day type shit.
Yeah, you notice that when what is with that fucking guy in suits?
Hey, he's on that shit now.
Yeah, every time I see
Because
this
he knows,
fucking-
he's a champion for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He's still relevant. The fact is that, and now he's even getting more face time because his wife is on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I heard about
So he's on that
as
shit
well.
like every week. He can't even, her wife can't even shine. He has to come on and stand with her and shit.
I don't know. I've never been a Cena guy. I've never really cared
So-
for him. He has had some good matches for sure.
Yeah.
His matches with KO, which I think KO is awesome, by the
Nah,
way.
him and Christian, best feud. I mean,
Yeah.
him and Christian Edge.
Yeah.
Him and Edge.
Oh, that was
best
good. That was
feuds
awesome.
Ever.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Not for nothing. Randy Orton, John Cena was great too.
Great.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That was
Yeah,
a great
yeah,
feud
yeah.
also. You know, but no, Edge and Cena worked very well together. They, you know, some people have that chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, and Edge and Cena had that chemistry.
Yeah.
It's very similar to how Shawn Michaels and Triple H when they feuded. They
Agreed.
were amazing.
All right, so since we're getting down to the concept of favorite rivals,
Okay.
who would be your top 5 favorite rivals in wrestling? Whether it's WWE, ECW, WCW.
I'm glad you mentioned ECW.
You know what I'm saying? Bro,
I'm gonna tell you one in ECW that was awesome for me was because this is the first time I started to get to know those guys as far as
please
the
tell
wrestling.
me it's Raven and Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, that was awesome. In terms of
That's
pure
pretty good.
violence, Raven and Tommy Dreamer, without a doubt. But I'm gonna tell you another really good feud. Okay, Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero in ECW.
Oh.
Their matches there were classic.
I remember that.
Well played.
I remember
Classic.
That. I remember that.
Another one, Rey Mysterio Jr. and Psychosis. If you're talking aerial lucha libre style wrestling,
Nice.
that was awesome. Here's another one for you: Shane Douglas, Two Cold Scorpio.
Okay.
Those guys had a great rivalry.
He's going. He's digging in the crates.
I got the ace in the hole, but go ahead. You got
Okay,
three.
I got three. Okay, wait, now we want to take it to WWF.
Go ahead.
A great one: Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Cool.
Fantastic rivalry.
Cool.
Shawn Michaels, Triple H. The Rock, Triple H. Fantastic rivalry.
Okay.
All right, so you have
You gave me
6.
6, bro.
Okay, so go for it. Go for it. Go
You
for
gave me a
it.
bonus.
So I'm gonna do WCW, which even beforehand, NWA concept.
Sure.
Flair, Sting.
Of course.
One.
Oh.
Yeah, without a doubt.
ECW, Jerry Lynn, Rob Van Dam.
Oh,
2.
the phenomenal Jerry Lynn. Oh yeah.
This fucker's digging in the crates right
Okay.
now.
3. AJ Styles and Kurt Angle.
Fuck.
TNA.
Yeah.
Okay. 3. 4. Okay. You have, I would say, for me, because I remember this as a kid. I remember watching Saturday Wrestling Challenge, right? Channel 5, 10 o'clock. And that's where Savage came off the top rope and double axe handled Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, where his neck was over the guardrail gate.
Yup.
And he sold the fuck that he couldn't fucking breathe.
Yeah, he actually started turning
And
colors.
it freaked me the fuck out.
Me too.
To where it led to that WrestleMania 3 moment. Alright?
shit.
So you have, what was that? Am I on 4? 3?
You're on
4?
Yeah, 4, I think it is.
4.
Alright,
I think that was
Four.
4.
I had Sting, Flair. I had shit.
Yeah, Sting,
Raven.
Flair.
No. I had Jerry Lynn. And
Jerry Lynn and
Rob Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam, which was awesome.
3. AJ Styles and Kurt Angle.
Okay, that was
4,
phenomenal too.
Savage, Steamboat. Now my closer would have to be Undertaker and Kane.
Oh hell yeah! That WrestleMania match they had.
That was my
That WrestleMania
that was my
match
number
they
one.
had.
Matches that
Undertaker
they
and
had.
Kane was my number 1.
What was awesome
Number
about
2
Undertaker Kane
was my was Hogan and Hogan and Macho.
Oh, that was awesome. The superpowers
Agreed.
exploding. Remember the mega powers? They were called
Mega
the mega
powers.
powers.
Hogan.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I'm
That
old
was
school.
awesome.
I'm old school.
I would even go far back as to say Hogan and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Oh, hell yeah!
Fuck. You know, I was
So
gonna
many
go
great
Andre.
rivalries, man.
Can
So
I
many great
change
rivalries.
mine? Because I was gonna go Hogan Andre.
Hogan Andre was great.
Hogan
That was great.
Hogan
Because
Andre.
that's when I
Hogan Andre
fucking
was
body
great.
Saturday night main event.
I remember
Where
that.
were you as a kid? Saturday night main event when Hogan was still the champion. Was it that he was still the champion? He fought Andre the Giant on Saturday night main event. Andre the Giant pinned him, and then
Then gave the title to the $1 Million Man.
Yeah.
I think I was in
I
Carmen's house.
remember that.
I think I was in Carmen's house.
I remember that. I was
not
home.
Carmen's house, but I think I was in Mike's house. When he lived next door to Carmen.
Yeah.
I think I was there.
I remember that. I remember that.
Ted DiBiase. That's
He
what you
busted
know.
Hulk Hogan open
Oh,
that
yeah.
night. He
Yeah,
hit him
yeah.
with a headbutt and busted him open.
Yep.
I remember that. I
But
remember
he
that
was
match.
a habitual, like he would test every motherfucker.
Yeah, he was.
Including the Ultimate Warrior hated working with him.
He did. He
He-
said he was stiff and he never wanted to like sell anything
Yeah.
or whatever. I just think Andre didn't like him.
No.
That's just my opinion.
No, because he was just too fucking wild for
Yeah,
him.
he was too crazy.
Ultimate was one of my favorites.
Listen, Ultimate Warrior didn't have a long run, but he had a very exciting
Impactful.
run.
It was
He had a very
very
impactful run.
Yeah.
You know, in such a short amount of time to make the imprint that he made was phenomenal. We haven't seen nothing like that since Goldberg. Goldberg didn't have a long run either, but he had a
No,
very
but it was the
impactful run.
intensity factor. Ultimate Warrior's promos weren't the greatest, but he could have said, fucking bacon, lettuce, tomato, and rye, and that would have been like, he's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
it didn't matter.
That is so
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
That is so true. It didn't matter what Warrior said; it was how he said it.
Yeah.
You know, and coked up, steroid up, whatever the hell it was he
Same
was on.
concept.
I
rest in peace,
gravitated towards the crazy ones because I was like a big fan of Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, Hacksaw was fun.
With
Hacksaw was a
cockeyed
fun
shit.
guy. Hacksaw was a fun guy.
Motherfucker's cockeyed.
Yeah, but you know what?
Are you looking at
Hacksaw-
me or are you looking at my mom that's standing behind me? I'm trying to...
Hacksaw was a fun guy, and Hacksaw was actually his little stat for, he's the first winner of the Royal Rumble.
Great.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Agreed.
The very first Royal Rumble.
You pull
was
that
won
shit
by
out of fucking crates with that
Hey,
shit.
I know my wrestling. I'm
Fucking-
I was a fan for real.
I was
know?
great.
And
I liked Kane because he was like, he didn't talk, but he was just
I
fucking-
liked Kane in the beginning. I believe they ruined his character later.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I loved
Agreed.
him in
that
the beginning.
whole Mike in the neck shit.
Yeah, that was silly.
He didn't have to talk.
Yeah.
He didn't.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
They, with Kane, they would have had. I don't want to say replace the Undertaker. Undertaker's one of my all-time favorites. If I was to make a top 5, Undertaker's in that top
gonna be in the
5.
top.
Oh, yeah, no.
he is one of my, to me, the greatest big man ever.
And
He
you
is.
know what's crazy? Like, I like Undertaker when he was the Undertaker, not the bad boy on the Harley Undertaker.
I love that too. You know
I
why?
like him, but I like when he first came out. He was mysterious. You didn't know who he was. He put niggas in coffins. Like, it was just. I liked it. I liked it. But,
I
you know,
enjoyed
it
what he
changed.
became. I enjoyed what he became later because it's character
He had to
development.
evolve with
He
it.
had to
Yeah, no, he
evolve
had
with
to.
the
You know what I'm
times.
saying? So,
Look,
You know,
if you want to survive, you gotta evolve. Your character's
Yeah.
gotta evolve. It's like Madonna. She's still dropping shit. Why? Because she keep changing her style.
she
Yeah.
sucks the life out of fucking young kids that she performs with, and that's why she's still relevant to this day. Think about it. How many fucking bitches has she kissed in order to stay alive?
I
That
know.
bitch is a fucking vampire. Fuck out of here. And then you see her veins.
Yo, no,
Her
no,
veins
she's
are
a
bigger
succubus.
She's a
she's a
fuck
succubus,
that shit.
sucking the youth out of motherfuckers.
No. Fucking Madonna. 80s Madonna. Oh my god.
Remember that
For
episode
sure,
of South
for sure.
Park where fucking Mel Gibson was like eating the baby fetuses and shit? He was sucking the sex cells.
I remember. South Park is a wild fucking show, dude. Man, no, I like your pick though, man.
Yeah.
I like your pick. I
Yeah.
like your pick. That's a really good pick.
Yeah, no,
So
fucking
many
phenomenal.
awesome feuds. What I liked about the Jerry Lynn, Rob Van Dam feud is the
that's
fact that you had 2 guys that got buried by bigger organizations.
Agreed.
That's what I like so much about that feud.
But
Because
when they
2
were-
guys who were incredible performers.
And
They
you
got
had
buried
him,
by
you
the
had
feud.
him in a not so, again, whatever Paul Heyman was to ECW, the father of ECW, the creator or whatnot, but he always gave that chance to up and coming performers.
Mikey
to just
Whipwreck.
say- yeah, I mean, dude,
come
that was
on.
just straight up. But he gave the chance to say, you know what, here's the ball, run with it. And those 2 motherfuckers together, they tore the house down every single
Every
fucking
night.
time.
And who knew Shane Douglas was so good? I had seen him in WWE. I knew he could wrestle, but he
The
wasn't a
fucking-
big deal.
what was it?
But when he was
the
the franchise, Shane Douglas.
She.
Holy shit.
Triple
I had no idea that guy was such a good performer.
triple
Triple
fucking
threat.
kid.
It's amazing because I don't watch wrestling like these 2. I used to follow that shit hard, but I don't know. Sometimes like I don't
You
know.
fell off. You fall off.
I fell off. I got off. That's like
WWE Network,
That's like, it's
$9.99 a month.
scripted.
That's what I'm
Get
saying.
back on.
it's scripted.
Get on it.
No.
Get on
Look,
it.
Up to the network.
You know what's crazy?
Fuck you, pay us.
I will watch that scripted future fight.
If you're
shit.
watching this, Vince, you bastard, you're fired!
This man is a wrestling fan.
No,
For real.
through and through. That's why I wanted to bring him on because I know you like fucking wrestling too.
Yeah,
so
I do, man. I
link
watch
that
it
shit up.
sparingly now,
So-
but I'm up to date.
but-
But I'm gonna tell you who
but-
stole the show. Not to interrupt you, but at the Hell in the Cell, the Usos and New
Usos,
Day.
hands down.
Holy shit,
Hands
what
down.
a match that
I'm
was!
with you on that one.
The
I'm
Usos
with you
and
on
the
that
New
one.
Day
I'm with you on
stole
that one.
that
It's fucking
fucking
crazy.
show. bro.
Anytime that they're tag teaming against each other, you know it's gonna be a hell of a fucking
But they,
ride.
I don't know when it happened that the Usos became such good talkers.
Oh,
But
yeah.
do you remember that promo?
The rap
they did?
battle.
The
The
rap
rap
battle was the
Rap
shit.
battle.
Yo,
Hands
oh my god!
Rap battle,
But
hands
you know
down,
what's
you're
I
like,
did see that shit.
Did you see how good that was?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that shit. I was on some 8 Mile shit.
You're like, oh.
But that was the same concept. If you think about it, they just needed the platform. They needed
needed
the
a platform.
opportunity to just say, you know what? Here, run with it. What can you do with it? And the fact that those 2 came up together and they was like, nah, we're gonna battle each other with rap. They both had that like inner hood that needed to come out
Sure.
to then push themselves to the level that they're at now.
Sure.
You know,
and let me tell you, the Usos, you know what I noticed the Usos when they turned heel and then they cut that promo against American Alpha. When they that what I call a life-changing promo, because there are some life-changing promos in the lifespan of a wrestler.
Austin,
like with Austin, when he said that at King of the Ring,
just whipped your ass.
right? That changed his whole career, right? So
talk about your Psalms, talk about your
yeah, exactly.
Austin 316
says I just whipped your ass. Arn Anderson has so many good promos. You know, about the Horsemen and everything. Arn Anderson to me always was the
great
Horseman.
talker.
And a great performer.
Yep.
Very underrated. One of the greatest to never be world champion, in my opinion, is Arn Anderson.
True.
But when the Usos cut that promo against American Alpha, and that was the first time they had said, and your head's on a swivel. No, it's not paranoia. It's the Usos. That was it. I was like, what the fuck? That's when I took them seriously as heels.
Yeah, agreed.
And let me tell you, they are awesome.
They needed that heel switch.
They did.
And if you think about it now, that's the gray area that, especially older fans like you and I, we need that gray area because, again, you don't want to be a good guy. You don't want to be a bad guy. You want to be the guy. Sure. And again, I get Roman's concept of what he's trying to say, but it's one thing to say it and it's another to actually do it. Like how the Usos, they transitioned to some colorful face paint. We're from Samoa and, cool. We're brothers, we're happy, and we're singing, and we're colored. Fuck all that. You happy motherfuckers. What are you so happy about? Because you keep losing.
Exactly.
And now you switch characters. Mm-hmm. You find that inner attitude that you're just like awesome. You know what? We're no more punk bitches. Right now we're gonna get shit done. And that's what fans, true wrestling fans, gravitate to.
Sure.
We're tired of being kicked down. We have to make a name for ourselves.
Absolutely.
So we're going to just
look at Neville. Neville has always been an incredible performer.
But they released him.
But he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave
out because
he didn't want him to lose to Enzo. Yeah, they wanted him to lose to Enzo and Moore.
Fucked them over.
They did. And it was so
and then they put
crazy.
the belt on fucking this guy,
Kalisto. At least Kalisto can wrestle.
Agreed.
At least Kalisto can wrestle. At least Kalisto in the ring is entertaining to watch.
Someone like Neville.
Listen, in my opinion, if you were gonna do that, you should have had him lose it to Austin Aries. At least Austin Aries is a bad motherfucker. Austin Aries is good, really good.
He knew that he was being wasted.
He knew he saw Austin Aries saw the writing on the wall and left.
Like, no, I'm out.
I'm out. He will do better in Ring of Honor. He'll do better in any organization.
Yo, this just turned into like a whole wrestling.
It did.
Like,
I've been staring at the camera for like a minute.
But feel free to just jump in.
You know what I'm saying?
We just went on like a wrestling tandem.
I set the pawns. and then
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
And I saved my voice.
So let's talk about the local residents in this facility.
Oh shit!
Hold on. I gotta take a shot.
Yeah, I will have a shot.
How you living, Mr. Cruz? How you living in this building?
Vertically.
I don't even know what that means.
Standing upright.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. I prefer them horizontal, but that's okay.
So you can tell that we got wrestling fans in this group.
We got movie fans.
We got movie fans. We got all this shit.
Okay.
Like I just saw Kingsman, and Kingsman kicked ass, by the way.
It's a good fucking movie. It's a good movie.
Kingsman kicked ass. Yeah, man.
It's a it's more cartoonish than part one.
It is.
It's a very cartoonish movie.
It is. But it's all. If you watch part one, I guarantee you'll like it. Part one is awesome. Mm-hmm. It's on some spot. It's some secret agent kind of shit. Right. But Kingsman is awesome. It's based on a comic book actually.
Okay.
Like as many Bond movies as we had, and you kind of get like that fucking fatigue. I mean, we've had close to 30 Bond movies.
Yeah, something.
So you need something to breathe a little life into, like that kind of
the modern day type of spy.
This does
it's fucking cool.
This
but
does
it's British.
Okay.
It's British.
And what I liked what they did with the sequel is that they was like, look,
Bond's British.
Let's.
I said
for that, I'm gonna get us another shot.
See, you didn't need. We could have glossed over and kept going, but you felt the need to.
I did because I felt.
I was like, wait, I'm British.
I was like, wait a minute, Bond's British.
You bringing more Jameson?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
God bless you.
Zach, you're welcome.
All right. We're definitely doing this shit unorthodox, by the way. Yep. So, if we were smart and we had some foresight, we'd have to bottle out here, so we don't have to get up. But, I don't think.
No, he doesn't.
I went to resource room. What the fuck you want from me?
He was one of those special kids.
Big titty bitches. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
No, he's not. He's absolutely not kidding.
I'm in a relationship.
He's absolutely not
I love
kidding.
my girl. I didn't say that. He did.
I'm married, but
I mean, if it picked up on that from the distance behind the curtain, I don't know.
Who? What?
Exactly.
we're Puerto Rican, we're loud.
It's a ghost.
It's Puerto Rican, we're loud.
How about bringing the bottle out here?
Motherfucker, I'm just getting a beer.
Oh.
My bad. Oh wait, should we do the moonshine though?
We got moonshine?
I got moonshine.
Holy shit, really?
Yes. Like the statesman, I also practice in distilleries.
Like a good way,
Really?
man. Cruz will get us fucked up.
I make all my liquor in the toilet.
Yo,
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, dude, but it's got dust on it, so that's just some real shit.
What the fuck is that? Midnight moon? That shit looks dangerous, bro.
It's cherry pepper. Pass it to me. I want to show it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're gonna put it up? With the dust and all?
Yeah, with dust on it.
The last time you fucking drank that shit?
If you're in prison,
But hold on, we got it in frame. This is moonshine. All right?
midnight moon.
They got different flavors. This is cherry.
Shameless plug, folks.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
They're not paying me, but I'll happily endorse this shit because it's fucking great.
Right,
I haven't drank in a while, so this will fuck you up. And if it's not enough, I got sake way the fuck up here.
We got Jameson, brother. What the fuck?
This is from Japan.
That's nice.
Domo arigato. Thank you very
There you
much.
go. Put that.
I'm gonna leave that right here.
Yeah, we'll leave it right there.
That shit looks dangerous.
Let's just stick to what we know for now.
I poured
You
myself.
didn't even take your shot, motherfucker.
I'll take another.
No, I poured a super shot. I poured a super shot. So I took one shot and then I got a second shot there.
That's good shit. Jameson is good shit.
No, Jameson is great. I bought Bacardi Black, but I know he doesn't fuck with that.
I have some Bacardi.
But I bought brandy. I
You bought brandy?
No. I still got a whole shot here.
Yep.
Still got a whole shot. So yeah, we're drinking while we're talking.
This is gonna be some fucking podcast.
Oh yeah, it's fucking always.
We started with wrestling, and we'll see where we end up.
Well, yeah.
You know, it's gotten weird.
Anything's no. Won't get weird. Won't get weird.
It won't get weird.
No.
It can't get weird.
No, it was already weird.
Define weird.
We'll just come back to weird.
We'll come back to it later.
Yeah.
We can control the level of weird though.
Yeah, like who lives on your floor? Like that kind of weird.
It's already established. Why you dodging all those shit? Didn't you think we had enough vintage shit with the wrestling? But no, you gotta bring up old shit.
Nah, we like boomerangs, bro. We bring that shit
We
back.
come right back.
You're not
We go
Australian,
around and
bitch.
come right back.
You're not Australian. What the fuck?
Foster's Australian for beer.
That's great. Yeah, I love Hugh Jackman. He's a great guy. Hugh Jackman is awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna throw a little
He
news
is.
out there. Let's see what you think about it. Okay, so
I feel like we're being tested.
I think so too.
no, not a test. It's just
I just thought
tell us that.
it's just reaction. So
I want big titty bitches 4,000, Alex. No, I'm sorry.
big titty
Fucked up
bitches.
shit why people do 4,000, Alex.
Big titty bitches. Okay. I'm sorry. These two things do not have big titty bitches in it.
Okay.
But with the level of power that's flowing between them, maybe they can create big titty bitches.
Okay, and we'll be the judges of that.
So we're talking about Legion, the show by Fox, which is based on the X-Men franchise,
Okay.
and we're talking about Gifted, which is also
Okay.
part of the X-Men franchise. So the news broke out.
The movie franchise, I take it, right? The movie franchise.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Fox movie franchise. So you got those two that dropped, and they're doing okay. They're doing pretty well. First season Legion was pretty well received. Gifted, first few episodes, pretty well received. Now they released a trailer for a new movie called The New Mutants.
Ah, so they finally went there.
But it's set up like a horror movie.
Excuse me?
The New Mutants?
Yes.
Why is it set up like a horror movie?
They're treating it like either a psychological thriller or a horror movie.
Why?
Because the success of Legion and how that was well received, plus with the Gifted.
But Legion is crazy, so that's different.
Yeah, but if you watch that show, it plays out very horror-like.
No, it does, for sure.
Psychological thriller.
For sure.
So now you got this new trailer that dropped of The New Mutants, and it's playing out like a horror movie or at least a psychological thriller.
What
like
the
Legion.
fuck is Fox doing?
Trying new shit. Because the old shit wasn't working.
Yeah, but the X-Men movies have all been, I mean, Fantastic Four notwithstanding, because
X-Men Apocalypse.
Listen, I'm not a fan.
I liked X-Men Apocalypse. Am I the only one?
No, I didn't hate X-Men Apocalypse. I didn't hate X-Men Apocalypse.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it either. No. But compared to the one before it,
you want to know something? Listen, I'm already biased because as anybody who knows me knows, X-Men is my favorite superhero team. I have not been a fan of what Bryan Singer and Fox have done with the X-Men franchise.
True.
I'm not a fan, but they have some like First Class was good, and I mean, if you
I also got a side note.
If you forget about the comics, if you forget about the continuity of the comics, and just look at the movies for what they are, First Class is pretty good.
Yes.
Apocalypse was enjoyable. I did enjoy Apocalypse, despite whatever flaws I had with the way Apocalypse looked. He did look like Ivan Ooze. That's the truth. He did. He damn sure did.
We spoke about that shit.
We spoke about that on an earlier podcast. But I the thing for me is that the X-Men movies have generated, whether we like them or don't like them, have generated a fuck ton of money for Fox.
Agreed.
Right? Whether we like them or not.
Ever since Deadpool, they've been on this kick to crank up the intensity.
They have to make it edgier.
Well, Deadpool was awesome.
With Deadpool, they went a different route, and a lot of that had to do between the directing and Ryan Reynolds because they wanted to kick it up a notch.
Right.
So now, moving forward, every other superhero movie that's going to be made is going to go based off of the premise of how successful Deadpool was.
Sure.
And the fact that it was edgy, it was controversial.
Sure.
It was very graphic, whether it was the violence or the language itself, that they're like, all right, we're eye-opener. It's catering to a market of 35 and older because we grew up reading the comic books.
Absolutely.
And we can identify with what the Deadpool movie was.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
Because we didn't expect anything less. Deadpool had to be a fucking swearing, disgusting, fucking perverted,
psychotic,
Ryan Reynolds knew that. He knew that.
Yeah.
He knew that, had healing capabilities. You know what I'm saying? But what that movie did for Deadpool, now every other franchise is like, all right.
Well, especially for Fox.
And you know what?
Especially for Fox.
And they capitalized that.
Look at Logan.
Exactly.
Logan was fucking awesome. I love Logan.
You had to end the Wolverine saga. Okay?
For sure.
Thank you.
Prior to that,
he just got me to my next segue, because Scott Eastwood is pimping hard for fucking him becoming the next Wolverine.
Scott Eastman?
Scott Eastwood.
Scott Eastwood.
That's Clint Eastwood's son.
Yeah.
He was the motherfucker in Suicide Squad.
He was
in Fast and Furious.
Which character was he in Suicide Squad?
He was the second hand man to the main dude that was fucking the twerking bitch. Whatever her name was.
He called her a twerking bitch.
That's your professional.
That's a professional analysis.
Yes, exactly.
Explanation.
The twerking
out of all
bitch.
the fucking words.
Oh my god.
It's Tetris. I couldn't remember my name. I'm sorry. I couldn't remember my name.
Simplified your train of thought.
Yes, it did. It really did.
Please.
He hasn't even had the moonshine yet.
Oh my god.
And Tetris. That was the name. I remembered. But I couldn't remember at the time, so she was the twerking bitch.
The twerking bitch.
But if you need more clarification,
oh good lord,
he was the agent that was next to
He was in Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
He was Fast and Furious. Yes. He's the one that The Rock picked up and pinned him against the wall when he pissed The Rock off. When he mentioned his daughter.
So he's coming up. But like people do like that artist rendition of what he would look like as Wolverine. He looks like Hugh Jackman.
Well, I tell you what, I'll be honest with you.
He has that same facial structure.
If you take it to X-Men 1, right, the very first X-Men, and when Hugh Jackman got introduced, because I didn't know who Hugh Jackman was until the first X-Men, I wasn't a fan.
He looked corny.
Yeah, he looked corny to me.
You saw the hairstyle?
But here's the thing. even though going into the movie, I wasn't a fan of who they chose for Wolverine.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman's performance as Wolverine won me over.
Yes,
exactly. To the point where now I can't see anyone else playing Wolverine.
Yeah,
so even if a guy, and I say this all the time,
that's like somebody berating you until you like him.
Right, almost. But you know what happens is, I believe this.
Reigns.
Oh, here we go. I knew he was gonna go there. I knew he was gonna fucking go there. I knew it.
You gotta stick it in there. You gotta
stick that knife in there. Yeah. You know, I believe in Roman, but anyway, we're gonna go past that. But I believe in Roman because he has moments of brilliance. You have to admit, there's moments of brilliance. You know, he's like he ain't trying to hear
He's
it.
Done. His work is
but
done.
Seth Rollins is nice too.
His work is done.
Is nice too.
The fucking architect.
Yeah, he's nice. And Dean is nice also. I love watching Dean.
Dean is a fucking psycho.
He's a fucking savage.
Him, I would want to party with.
Yeah, all day, all fucking day.
Yep.
That's someone you want on your bachelor party for sure. But
we're gonna go to Sin City.
But getting to the movie,
we're gonna burn it down, and we're gonna take the bitches with us.
And he's a guy that you know in a fight, he's fucking handy. Agreed. You know, but you know, as far as Hugh Jackman goes, his performance as Wolverine.
Hold on. Imagine his ass climbing up the stripper pole and then diving off.
Oh my god, he would. That fucker's crazy enough to do it. He would. He's completely.
Let me show you bitches how to do it.
You know,
I want you to do it like this.
I want you to do it like this. And you know, he married Renee Young. He's married now.
Yeah.
But I ain't mad because Renee Young is hot, so I ain't even mad at him. But if you're gonna marry someone, that's who you go at. Yeah, that or they can't marry JoJo because she a hoe. But
JoJo's a hoe.
But she's fine as fuck.
No. But if I had,
I ain't mad at Bray. I'm not mad at Bray at all.
The announcer from Lucha Underground.
Oh my!
This mic.
I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her. You're gonna have to show me.
I've seen her.
You're gonna have to show me. I haven't seen her.
Google her on your fucking phone, bro.
She's like almost Salma
Hayek. See if I can
fine.
do that.
She's like Salma Hayek fine. You know how Salma Hayek, especially like From Dusk Till Dawn.
I always told my girl, I'm like, if I were to.
All right, I'm googling. What's her name?
Oh my god. The announcer from Lucha Underground.
She's like Salma Hayek fine. She's like one of those.
I always told my girl, I'm like, yo, babe, if I were to ever cheat on you,
that'd be it.
It would have to be at the Selma Hayek level, or the chick from Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, for sure. Like she's
Hold on.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh yes, I see it.
Yeah, you see the picture, huh?
Yeah. Google has a lot of photos.
Yes, God bless Google. We all love Google. Google is your friend.
Google's awesome.
But I do, you know. But I tell you what. But I do believe that a person's performance can win you over, right? I'll give you an example. Also, the Hulk. I really enjoyed Edward Norton's Hulk, like in The Incredible Hulk.
Okay.
When I heard it was Mark Ruffalo, I wasn't excited. His performance as Bruce Banner won me over now.
Agreed.
He's good.
You know? And it's just some people
and
are
not to
like
mention,
that.
they're saying that this fucking Thor movie has revitalized the Thor franchise.
That's what I heard.
Because
too.
even fucking Chris Hemsworth was saying that he was kind of like done with that shit.
Yeah.
So this movie.
No. But with the inclusion of the Hulk and that whole intergalactic, because they have to tie it into that whole concept of the
Infinity
ultimate,
Stones,
like platform of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
You're introducing Mephisto. Yeah. You got the Hulk.
I wonder if they're gonna do Mephisto. You think they're gonna do him?
They just did a segue
in
Ragnarok. Did you not see the clip?
I mean, they showed
was like
hella
Hulk like fire, Hulk like smoldering fire, and you see him literally going after that's Mephisto, my dude.
You think that's Mephisto? We'll find out. I hope it is.
Yo.
Believe me, I hope it is.
You want to see a man drop a baby? It'll be fucking 9 months to fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger shit.
All right, Junior.
Yeah, it'll be that shit right in the movie theater.
All right, Junior.
I know you look at me weird, but yo, I fucking love Mephisto. So if they go that fucking route,
Mephisto's awesome.
I'm fucking losing it. I'm gonna get up and block people's views. Like, oh shit!
He has to be a part of the
one of my. Yeah, but you know what it is too with the Marvel Universe. They haven't introduced everyone yet. It's almost like what happened with Civil War.
Look,
Civil War was an awesome movie. I love Civil War.
They announced Adam Warlock.
No,
they couldn't.
They already announced Adam Warlock.
Well, in Guardians, they hinted at Adam Warlock in Guardians.
Please.
I tell you one thing. One of the first times I really enjoyed Mephisto. Well, there's been many times, but one time I really enjoyed his character was when he went head up with Galactus. and they were fighting. And you know, the comic described it as they were using so much force that the stars were shattering. Right? And then Galactus' way of winning that battle was he went to Mephisto's realm and tried to eat the realm. That's what happened in the comic. He tried to eat the realm, and then Mephisto said, "Get the hell out of here!" And he kicked him out. And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
How the fuck you eat a realm?
You know what? But Mephisto is awesome.
Not to fuck you up, but doesn't Mephisto sound like a crazy Spanish sex move?
El Mephisto.
Or an ex-girlfriend.
Or craziest girlfriend.
Esa Mephisto.
Esa Mephisto.
I didn't get the apartment until I told her I called the cop.
Ella quiere Mephisto. Le quiere Mephisto.
Oh, sí, Mephisto.
Le gusta Mephisto.
Y este es Mephisto.
Mephisto. De todo el culo a ella. We're fucked up.
That deserves another shot.
That does. I will have one.
Yep.
You know,
Salud.
Shit.
Oh,
I'm going to that Bacon Beer Classic next year. I'm going next year for sure.
Better fucking go. It's been 2 years.
I know. He's been telling me about it. I'm going. I'm going.
I swear to God, not only did I gain like 20 pounds being there, but my cholesterol level was like borderline heart attack.
I'm gonna take my cousin over there too because he's a dude.
Fucking worth it. And you know me.
Yo, motherfuckers leave twisted from that.
I can imagine.
No, the year before.
You know what? No, I'm gonna tell you something.
All right.
When he first started, he did like he filmed footage at the Beer and Bacon Festival.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how it went. He looked the way he looks now. He was all clean cut. His hair was combed.
Yeah.
His first 2 videos. By video number 4, his hair's fucked up. His eyes are his eyes are glossed over.
Yeah, I went to.
No, we
His eyes are glossed over.
We're like all prim and
Fucked
proper.
up.
We're here at the Bacon Beer Classic. Look at the random vendors that are in the. Oh look, there's 20 beers in the same row, and then the other side is 20 different versions of bacon. By like the 5th fucking beer and the 5th the bacon, we're like, can you feel your face? My left leg is numb.
This is what you get. This is what you get at the Beer Bacon Festival. They give you this shit, right? And you just take this with you and they keep filling it up and filling it up and filling it up. So before you know it, by the time you get to the other side of the goddamn stadium,
you're done.
You're twisted.
Done.
You're full and you're twisted.
You're done.
You're
And
done.
then you
Finish.
feel the sun on you and you're like,
what the f? I'm going this year.
Am I?
And I'm gonna bring Frankie, my cousin, with me.
Bring him.
Because he loves bacon. Frankie could live off of fucking bacon. I told him if he's gonna ask, I'm gonna put an IV filled with bacon in him.
Since we haven't encountered other species in the galaxy, I'm pretty sure that wars are being fought over bacon. Whatever their version of bacon is, space pigs, they're fucking fighting.
You're saying it's like Dune. They're fighting over spice.
The biggest war is over bacon. There's a bacon shortage.
Hold on. Let me just process what the fuck you just
He turned the hat low.
While he has the same hat on.
We had the same amount of shots of Jameson. Correct?
True.
We did. I think we were
3, 4 shots.
Yeah.
Was that 4? 4 shots?
We were 4.
And you're talking about wars are being fought in intergalactic realms. Is this what I'm hearing?
That's what you.
That's exactly
what you heard.
What the fuck was in your shot of Jameson?
That wasn't in mine.
Like,
No, all right. So here's some background. My love for bacon extends further than any physical or emotional connection with anyone.
It's a metaphysical love. It really is a metaphysical love.
My love for bacon comes first. Like if the apocalypse is coming, I'm saving the pigs first.
He wants bacon. He wants bacon. Fuck water. Fuck shelter. Give me bacon.
The motherfucking bacon. Cause yo, for real, motherfuckers will die if I don't get that fucking crispy, delicious. And don't put brown sugar on that shit, cause it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah. Okay.
Candy bacon is the motherfucking move. If I could create a religion,
I'm going to that damn beer and bacon festival.
if I could create a religion,
Yo, what was it?
based on candy bacon,
Did we
trust
have
me.
anything?
Listen, after Scientology, why not?
That's fine.
there was a
We
candy.
gotta, no.
Yeah.
Next time we go, we gotta get field level where we're on the because I don't
Yes.
know what the fuck
I haven't
kind of
done that.
vendors like where we were, in the
It's the main
regular
promenade.
main area, pretty decent. But you had these motherfuckers that were on the field level, out in the field, literally, and we're just like, what the fuck are they? That was that whole VIP shit.
That's not Fraser shit. Like we're on we're all entitled. Like no, we deserve the better shit. Like we were fine when we walked in, but then we said, well,
Like
what's that? What's the green room?
Young bacon and shit with bitches with big titties were like, Toma, you wanna take it off my nipple? Like that's the type of shit they had it down there type shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why? They
had like freeze dried bacon that you could snort. It was fucking great.
To sugarcoat it, because where we were at higher up, they gave us like slabs of bacon. Like, pero espérate, I know you're not in the field level, pero toma, here's like 5 pounds of bacon. Mete mano.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go to
I swear to God.
I was waiting online to get in. Motherfuckers outside with a pan of bacon, just like, yeah, eat some bacon. Alright.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to the next one for sure. I'm going. I'm going.
Like,
I don't care what I gotta do. I don't care where I'm going to bacon. I'm going to that.
I was like a prison bitch on that line, waiting to get in. I was like, yo, what you want, daddy?
What you want for that bacon, baby?
I'll do anything for that bacon.
like
You twisted fuck.
You got like some 15-year-old like, here you go, sir. Just stop being weird. Here's bacon. Please fuck off.
Please go away.
Please go away.
Please go away, you old bastard.
Stranger
Oh,
danger.
shit.
Stranger
But why are
danger.
you looking and staring and drooling? At
Stop
me?
looking at me like that.
Nigga, it's the bacon.
It's not you, it's the bacon.
It's
Don't worry about
the
it. It's
bacon.
the
It ain't
bacon.
about you.
It ain't about you, homeboy. It's the bacon.
Word up.
Matter of fact, at that point, knowing my cousin, Salma Hayek could be next to that bacon and it's still about the bacon. He's that way. He loves bacon that much.
My girl wants to video chat with me. Should I?
Uh-oh.
Should I bring her on?
I mean, that's up to you, man. If you want to do it, yo,
Why not?
she's on the
I
podcast.
know. She's on the podcast. All right, hold on. This is gonna be interesting.
So we have a video live.
We have a fourth member now.
We have a fourth member in the group. And what's gonna happen? I don't know. This is the kind of thing that happens when you're on my podcast.
But you know, we gotta come
I have
back.
no script. I don't have a paper saying what we're gonna talk about next. It just kind of happens.
Well, you know, we're gonna come back. You know, this is definitely
I'm at my
reignited
friend's house.
my love here. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do this again.
Podcast. So, yeah, just hanging out at my boy's house.
It's rude not to show
Hi, and
say hello to the rest of the thing. So you might have to turn that around so we can say hello.
Should I turn it around and introduce you to everybody?
I mean,
Okay. You want to say hi? All right, hold on.
All right.
You guys ready? All right, hold on.
Yeah, we're ready. Hold on. Let me
How you doing?
Let me put on my glasses. I can't see shit.
You can't see shit?
How are you?
Okay. Hello. Hi. I live vicariously through his Facebook posts, so I know who you are vicariously. So it's nice to meet you finally.
Well, I just met him and you, so it's great to meet you.
So,
but
Anthony, hold on. Before
Oh.
we even get into it. So, Anthony and I went to junior high school. He was my friend that came through 2 weeks ago to help me out at the Puerto Rican fundraiser that we were doing. So
That's what you were moving boxes with?
He
Yeah.
was telling me about his
okay,
podcast
okay.
that he does. And he lives over here in Pelham Parkway, so here we are, doing a podcast, drinking and acting like idiots.
And I'm his cousin, so how you doing?
So you're live on a podcast right now, and
She's immortalized. She is my lady, so
yeah,
of course she's gonna be on this
So
podcast.
welcome to the podcast, and
Welcome.
and you know what? And we're burning live film right now. But it's a pleasure. I'll be going to Florida, so maybe one day if he happens to be in Florida at the same time I'm in Florida, then we go all meet up and get drinks and stuff.
Shit is in Florida?
Yeah, Orlando.
Do you know I'm going to? Fuck it, we're gonna hook up.
Fuck, we're all going to Orlando.
New York.
I'll bring my wife and you'll have another female there and just to hang out.
I'll rent the cheesy school bus and we'll all go together.
Yeah, it'll be the special bus. Ooh.
So, just a bunch of guys getting drunk, talking shit on a podcast. So, I love you. I will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, she seems very pretty, man. God bless.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
How long you guys been together?
Oof. All right, so that time.
That's a history. We talked about it in the car on the way
No,
over.
actually, but the funny thing is that we actually grew up together on the same block.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's how it always happens.
she moved away.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
She moved away. We hadn't seen each other in, over like 10, 15 years.
Wow.
And again, through the wonderful devil magic of Facebook,
The devil magic.
Devil magic.
You ain't kidding.
Hold on.
Devil magic.
That deserves another fist bump.
Yep, you're welcome.
That really does. That really does.
Wait, where's the fucking Jameson? I need another phone on that shit.
Oh, you want another one? This nigga. All right,
I still got some.
Okay.
How we doing on the bottom? Because we might have to hit the brandy.
That's vaya con Dios. I'll do the moonshine before I do that.
All right, then we'll do the
And I
moonshine.
gotta walk my dog out. Oh, man, it's gonna be a funny walk. I'm be walking. He's gonna be
Your
walking
dog's
me.
gonna be walking
He's
you.
gonna walk me around the block.
But that's not the normal route. Come here. You don't even know who he is.
Where you going?
Why are you on the highway?
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short, again, hadn't spoken to each other in a minute. Facebook, reconnects the world together.
It is. That's the good thing about Facebook, for sure.
Yeah, and you can't knock it. We just reconnected. We started talking, and
here you are.
It's a beautiful
How long
thing.
you been together now?
It's a year.
Oh, God bless, man. I wish you the
Wow,
best.
has it been a year already?
That's awesome. That's
Wow, 'cause
awesome.
I remember
That's
when you
awesome.
first started.
It's been a year.
It's been a fucking blink.
Yeah.
It's been a blink of an eye. This year went by so fucking fast.
Everything goes
Like,
by
it's been a
quick.
shitty year.
I will take a look.
With,
Thank you, brother.
with specks of beautiful moments. Beautiful moments. I gotta say that directly into the
Time
camera.
flies when you're
But-
having fun.
It is.
But it fucking flies.
Listen, I'm gonna be married. This month actually gonna be 3 years. I've been married,
God bless.
and my wife. Yeah, thank you. My wife is awesome. She's an awesome woman. Tony knows her very
She's
well.
a wonderful.
She's a wonderful person.
Look, despite how they fucking met and how I was introduced to her and everything, there's a lot of story to that.
Yeah.
Despite all that,
what?
I've grown to
And
love
not
this
for nothing-
woman almost as much as
But not for nothing.
You know?
And without no, I got you. Without getting into full detail, every Puerto Rican family has some type of controversy.
For sure.
How
For sure.
people
For sure.
that deserves some
hook
fucking
up.
biscuit.
It does.
I'm throwing a lot of these out today
On
because
how
that shit's
people
fucking
hook
true.
up. We don't have. There's no such thing for us as normal hookups.
You ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Because
ain't lying.
There's gotta be some twist and turn,
Yeah,
or
man.
plot, or heartbreak, or heartache, or reinventing ourselves to then see the true value of what someone is in front of us. And a
Ain't
lot of
that the
people,
truth?
A lot of people have a hard time these days in grasping the concept of, all right, if it doesn't work out, they're real quick to jump to the next person.
Right,
and I
right,
blame
exactly.
a lot of that on social media because
Sure. Yeah,
being-
I could go with that.
having that access of the next person rather than trying to just fix whatever issues are going on. And a lot of, I give credit to my lady now because I'm not the easiest person to fucking deal with.
Me neither,
You know
brother.
what I'm
I
saying?
feel you.
And
Me
a
neither.
lot of us
Me
Boricua
neither.
men, the alpha
Ain't
men.
that the truth?
Not to toot my own horn, but I'm one of the easiest fucking dudes you probably know.
Get the fuck
But
out of here.
real talk. But real talk. You're set on your ways.
Yes.
As
You are.
a male Puerto Rican living in the Bronx, New York,
Sure.
us men are set in our ways because of victims of circumstance and
Sure.
our surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Because
Definitely
of,
true.
the evolution of can you pay my bills?
Pay my
destiny,
telephone bill.
and all that crap. The independent women, saga and all that shit. But then, as a Boricua male, that our upbringing was you provide, you protect, and you are the alpha male to the woman that you're with. You know what I'm saying? But damn, I was like going off on a tandem. Like I'm.
No, but that's good. Run with that.
This is the very fucking
because you're
reason
being
why
real
I
with
do
it.
the
You're being real
one-on-one.
with it.
This is the reason why I do the one-on-one. Because it allows me to do that shit.
Yeah,
To be like, just whatever's
saying
up here,
what's
to
real
get it
to
out.
you, yeah.
You have to- but if it comes from the heart, and the fact that and I don't know about you guys, and
Sure.
I could probably speak for myself or maybe not because we all had that upbringing where, for me, single parent, single mother,
Wow. Yeah.
that
That's me.
instilled
That's me.
that whole "don't be like your father" concept, right?
Sure.
Well, I don't
So-
know about,
Every mom was like,
But it's true, right?
But it's true, but it's
I got
true,
that.
but true.
I
You
got
got
a
that
lot of
too.
that. I got a lot of
But
that.
son,
I got a lot of
yeah.
that.
to be like the father because there was a reason why they weren't together.
Sure,
So the
sure.
mother is trying to instill different values, even though it's embedded in our DNA because we are Boricua men.
Sure, for
Cut
sure.
from the club. Like I realized today that I'm like my father, even though I don't know that much about it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, el pendejo soy yo. Because I was always embedded, single mom, she had the struggle to give for me, my brother, my sister, even my two cousins that she brought into the household to take care of with just the help of my grandmother. It was more like, all right, any woman that's going to come across my path, I'm going to be that foundation, that rock for her. So that, for me, I guess, was like a magnet to I had that S on my chest. You know, Superman.
You wanna be
sucker,
Superman,
sucker
yeah.
for a woman in distress.
Yeah, I hear you.
Any
The knight in shining armor.
Oh,
knight in shining
shit.
armor.
Yeah.
Guilty as a motherfucker, you know.
She's
You
going
fucking
through
know.
trauma.
Ain't that the
She's
truth?
Guilty.
going through trouble. I'm going to be her rock. But for me, it was a series of bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship that I'm just like, I became jaded. I became this whole, concept of fuck these bitches. I'm just gonna do me, and whatever I was a shell of before, I'm hardened. With the woman that I'm with now, God bless her, because she taught me like, yo, you're dealing with a woman. I have my own. I went through my share of shit. I've been through hell and back, whether it was relationship, life, or whatever.
Right.
I just want to be with someone that can find that same plateau of just wanting to be a better person every day.
Sure.
You know what I'm
Fucking
saying?
thank
That's
you.
real. That's very real.
It got
Fucking
to
true.
that point.
Luckily,
where-
he found that.
Yo, and God bless you, because it doesn't happen often, but when
It really
it does, you hold on to that shit. And that's where, here I am a year later, and she hasn't asked anything from me. She
Right.
hasn't needed anything from me except for my time, my attention, and my focus.
Yeah.
She's gotten all three, and she doesn't need anything else.
Right.
What I give to her is out of genuine love, because that's the woman that I'm with, and I couldn't be any happier to just say, you know what?
Amen, brother.
You didn't ask this from me, but I'm gonna go above and beyond for you because you are with me.
And she deserves it.
Exactly.
That's the
See
thing.
that?
Like, and God forbid she's ever in a position where she really does need those things from
And
you.
you know,
Because let's
we're
say
gonna talk over fucking
let's say
time.
life takes her down
Yeah.
that turn.
But you
She knows you're there, and she knows you'll do. And the good thing is, when you do, it comes from your heart.
exactly.
It's not because she's demanding; it's
No.
because it's from your heart.
She doesn't
and
expect
that's what
anything
matters.
because she's
See
been
that?
holding her own for this long.
You come to the corner, we get some real shit.
Get some real shit, you know.
And that's the very reason why I started doing one-on-one. Like, look, talking the corner with you, doing the pop culture shit is fucking awesome. But what really changed me was doing one-on-one, because it was like me just venting about what's going on in here and in my heart,
Sure.
and just saying what I feel.
Sure.
Every time I'm on the one-on-one, it's 100% all the time, and to be able to speak like the way he just did, it's part of that fucking thrill, that high
Sure.
that you get from doing the fucking
It's
the podcast.
exhilarating, man, because
It's
you
fucking
It is.
exhilarating.
It absolutely
you get
is.
it off of your chest, because we come from the product of Bronx, New York. You
Yeah.
know?
In my case, Harlem, but very similar
But
environment.
it's the same concept. New
Same
York
environment,
City,
yeah.
New York City, within the 5 boroughs. Not an easy life. You know, you make it. There's no faking here. What you are, what you bring to this table.
Yeah.
You know, granted, with the current politics, we're not going to get back into that, but we're at least, and this is an eye opener in this day and age right now, because regardless of today's politics and the openness of people's racial profiling, here in New York, though it is tolerable, you have to have some set of balls in order to make it within the 5 boroughs and still be here after the age of 35, to not be a statistic, not be a victim,
Damn
or
right.
not be in the ground 6 feet under, to still be here to talk and live
Absolutely true.
everyday life. You know what I'm saying? We're fortunate to be in this position that we're in.
Absolutely
You
true.
damn right. You
So,
damn fucking right.
To have a platform like this, to just be able to express and open yourself up, we went from left to right. If you think about it, we went from this whole evolution process of, just, what is it, our own, what's the word I'm looking for? Hobbies, interests.
Our interests, yeah, sure.
To things that matter in the heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's the genuineness about us as a people, that we're just able to, you give us a couple of drinks and we'll be emotional to tell you our whole fucking life story without no shame.
Sure. Sure.
There's no shame to this, because we're still here, able to tell our tale.
And the fact that we're here, not to interrupt you, but to add to that, the fact that the fact that we're here is a victory. It's a victory, because let's be honest, coming from the environment that we come from, we should all be statistics.
Agreed.
We should all be either in the ground, locked up, or on drugs, especially coming from the environment I came from.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that we're here able to have this type of conversation, the fact that we're here able to speak openly about the things that have happened in our lives and what's going on in our hearts, that's a victory.
Agreed.
It's a big victory because so many people we came up with are no longer here.
Agreed.
You know, I'm gonna be 40 years old come March of 2018. And I've been to more funerals than I care to remember.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
And I've seen a lot of my boys go up north, go up the river, you know, and
or down south, depending
on where, you know, and you know, the fact that we're here able to talk about that openly is a huge victory. You know, you had mentioned your girl, how you feel, how she's, you know, had such a profound effect on you. You know, it's amazing the effect a good woman can have on a man's life. It is an amazing thing. Like, speaking about my wife,
I'm not gonna say names. I might say names, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, you definitely do. And I'm gonna tell you, you know, what I love and appreciate most about my wife is the fact that she never made me apologize for being who I am. She never made me feel as though there's something wrong with me because I don't think like everybody else.
Right.
And I don't feel like everybody else.
Because anybody who knows Nick knows he got a death wish.
I do not have I do not have a death wish. That is not true. Wish, man. I do not have a death wish. I just am not afraid of it. Let me tell you something.
He walk into random places and be like, pull the trigger. Just fucking pull the trigger.
Okay, yes, I've been in some dark places in my life. I don't deny that. But you want to know something? Like you know, like Anthony here just said. You know, it's amazing when you have somebody that's with you, not because of what they can get from you, but just because they love being with you. You as a person, you as a man,
who you are,
you as an individual, what you bring to the relationship.
And you know, it's
not what they could take from you. It's just what your presence brings to them. And that's a beautiful thing.
It's
that's something I appreciate about my
life. I'm kind of going through something like that now. I'm talking with somebody. I haven't really spoke about it with you much, but I am talking with somebody, and it's crazy because she lives in Florida, like yours. So it's crazy. Like, I'm able to talk really straightforward about who I am and things that I think about and things I do without really having to worry about how this person's going to take it.
Right, if you're offending or whatever.
Right.
Sure.
So it's kind of refreshing. And I'm not a phone person. I don't talk on the fucking phone. I try to get motherfuckers off the phone real quick. Let's talk in face. I'm that kind of person.
You just channeled back into your 135, you know, New York donut type of concept.
Sure. Exactly the point.
Absolutely true.
So the point is, if I can be on the phone with you, and it's been like 2 hours a day at least.
There's a hold there.
There's a hold there.
There's a hold.
Exactly my point.
She's got your attention.
She's got my attention. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some real shit. And that is frightening, but at the same time,
it's also exhilarating.
Exhilarating.
You know,
exactly
it's exciting, it's fresh, but your challenge as a man is to keep it new, challenging, exciting.
That's my whole thing.
Fresh.
Like, that's my whole thing about relationships. That's one thing I learned about it. Is like when you're
that's the difference. And here's the thing. This is just my own point of view. But for me, I knew I wasn't going to find what I was looking for here in New York.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The girls here, locally, I call them labs. Local ass bitches. Can't fuck with them. I'm going to fuck with them.
That
no, wait, hold on.
I have ever heard.
Hold on. I'm throwing out these out like a motherfucker, but yo, that deserves another fucking fist bump. Holy shit. No, you know how
local ass bitches.
Here's the kicker though, and here's the irony of it all. It took for someone that I grew up with, but moved away, and got a outside perspective of no longer being involved in the New York lifestyle scene, and she hasn't been here over 15, 20 years.
That's some real shit right there.
But these women here today, in this day and age, especially within the 5 boroughs, I'm sorry, I will not date anyone within the 5 boroughs.
Yeah, she'd have to be something pretty special.
But because my girl originated in the Bronx, she has that hustler I'm going to do what I need to do to get it done type of mindset.
But it's tempered by suburban life.
It's more of a subdued, like, and she always told me, she was like, yo, I see you, but I see through you. And that's the first woman that I've ever been with that has called me out on my bullshit. Because you know me, bro, I'm a strong character, and I could easily just, overly influence my own personal thought process of where I'm coming from and saying, no, fuck that, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. She's like, nah. Checkmate.
She got your number.
Full of shit.
She got your number.
Full of shit.
Yeah.
I see you. Stop being more than what you really are.
And you know what's fucking funny?
And that has a way of balancing.
You know what's fucking funny? Because the person that I'm talking to...
That's why I have... This right here was my first tattoo. Mm-hmm. All right? Balance. Yin yang.
Really dope.
I didn't know what it meant until I evolved into what I am now. And that balance, I was always looking for. I was always seeking for, but in the wrong places.
How many times I tell you about that shit? I was looking for a balance.
You're looking for that right combination of things that can keep you level.
Right.
For sure. And that's not an easy thing to find.
And like him, the person I'm talking to is from New York.
But hasn't lived here in a long time.
It hasn't lived here in a while, and is tempered with that sort of slower pace, easy going kind of.
No sense of urgency or entitlement mindset. Like, you owe me this.
Where's the fucking Don DeMarco sound and shit that I need? Like, I need that fucking shit right now. Exactly. I need that shit right now.
Yeah, we all need to. I believe that the key to a successful relationship is definitely balance. Someone who can kind of, the yin to your yang, that kind of thing. The water to your fire, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. There needs to be a balance there. Yeah. I'm very fortunate that I found that. Yeah. And I wish that same happiness upon both of you guys. I do. Hashtag because marriage gets a bad rap.
No.
Marriage gets a really.
I'm gonna tell you something about that shit. I'm gonna tell you about that shit.
It really does, but listen, nothing in life is perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. But you have to make it work, and you have to have a partner that is all in the way you're all in, and someone who's willing to deal with your flaws the same way you're willing to deal with theirs, and find that middle and common ground. Yeah. And when you're lucky enough to find that, you have to be wise enough to recognize that and hold on to it. The problem that I see with a lot of young guys that I talk to that are in their 20s, that are still trying to kind of find their footing, the problem with them is that they're so superficial. Mm-hmm. They're so superficial in what they're looking for. Yeah. And whenever I talk to a guy who's young, I always tell them, find someone who makes you happy, who cares about you. Right. Yes, we all want a beautiful woman. We all see the chick on TV that we want. That's normal. But that's superficial, because let me tell you, time takes looks from everyone. There's gonna come a time when the tits will sag, the ads, the stomach will come out, the ass will sag.
And you know what?
Time takes away from all things.
I'll prop them titties on my shoulders and keep moving.
And keep it moving, because you want to know something. When you find somebody who genuinely cares about you, who gives a shit about you, not because of what you have, not because of what you can do for them, but just because of who you are as a person, that's the person you need to keep. Yeah, all right, there's a ton of beautiful women out there. There's tons of women that maybe you see on a magazine or see on TV and you want them, but at the end of the day, they don't give a shit about you. Yeah. You need a woman who cares about you, who gives a shit about you as a man, you as a person.
And with that alone, you'll find them sexy, and you'll find them
and you'll find the sexiness and all that. And you'll find the sexiness and the beauty and all that. That will come. But the most important thing is who they are as a person, and do they really care about you? Yeah, I think a lot of guys look for the wrong thing. And I said they care more about how a woman looks. They care more about her bra size and all that, how big her ass is or whatever. And yeah, we need physical attraction for sure. But at the same time,
I'm like, yo, baby, give me that varicose vein leg.
Yeah, but you know something? You need somebody who cares about you. If that woman will hold you down when you're out of work, when you're facing a court case, and I can talk about that because I was facing a court case. When you're with a woman,
Well, I can't say that specifically.
Yeah, right, I know. It's a little rough.
I was almost there.
You're almost there. But when you find a woman that will stay by your side when you're facing a court case, when you find a woman that will stay by your side when you're out of work and you're having a hard time making ends meet, and she's there with you, and she loves you, and she's willing to put herself out there for you, that's the woman you keep.
That's word up.
know?
Agreed.
That's fucking word up.
But that's the difference between a young adolescent man in his early 20s that don't know no better.
Ain't that the truth?
Versus an experienced man that has gone through the trials and the tribulations that life throws at them, like you and I and Anthony have endured, to understand the difference. Because, you know, boys to men, no cliche to the boy band.
No, absolutely true.
But you know, the boys that look for the Cardi B, big booty, fake tits.
Nicki Minaj looking,
even though
you
know this bitch had like fucking baby teeth in her stripper days, and I was there because hashtag what was that fucking strip club up by Boston Road and fucking
That's Rendezvous, right?
No. You're talking about Wild Park. Or it changed to some shit.
Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse.
Yes.
All right. So
I know a little something about that place.
I've been there.
These kids
I've been to
look
strip
for
clubs. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna deny it.
We all have.
Matter of fact,
I don't go to strip clubs
Sue's Rendezvous
as much because to me that's just, I'd rather be at a karaoke bar singing with like-minded people that are having a good time rather than be in a venue that bitches are expecting $1.
Exactly.
Fuck you. I work for mine.
I'm past that point in my life.
Me too. Look, there was a time.
And that's the difference between boys to men.
Mm-hmm.
You evolve. You grow. Boys will be in the strip club popping bottles, wasting thousands of dollars of money that they really don't have, but because they're a drug dealer, it is what it is. And you know, again, not to stereotype everybody, but that's that fast life concept, right?
Sure.
And they don't know any better with the fast chick versus the girl that has always been in love with them and would do anything for them, but because they can't see past that, they don't know no better. And they don't know how to treat them any better. So they always look for that bigger and better deal.
Yeah.
Right. And
always looking to trade up to the newer model,
and
for sure.
Not realizing that the newer model comes with a lot of fucking flaws.
And a lot of headaches.
And a lot of baggage, you know.
Trust me, I know. Look, I was living at Sue's Rendezvous like my name was Norm. I'll come in there and like, Tone! I'm like, what's up, Tone? My cholesterol. You know what I'm saying? And then and that's how it was. But you know, as you get older, that shit slows down.
It gets
you know what I'm
old.
saying? Like it gets old.
It does
It gets
old.
fucking
It
old.
does.
I went to a point where I was like, yeah, I'll pay for live dances. And then it got to a point where I was like, look, I'll spend a couple of dollars at the bar. Then it was like, nah, I'll just chill. Let's talk. You make your money, come back and talk to me. And then I was like, why the fuck am I hanging out here? I can get a cheaper beer somewhere else. And that's the transition. You fucking transition.
It's the evolution of a boy
to a man.
To a man.
For
Exactly.
sure. Absolutely
exactly.
true.
I'd rather, again, you know, for me, I get my rocks off, and this was before I met my girl, but I got my rocks off being at a karaoke bar. Granted, whether I could sing or not, you know, I was with like-minded individuals that the only concept was have a good time, no pressures about any type of stereotypes or any type of, you know, I'm posing just to make myself look good. Nah, fuck all that. You were out to have a good time. That's why I would rather rock with people that are as old as my parents are and hanging out with them in that type of fucking setting. No pressures, no issues, no drama, no bullshit, no fights. Versus than being in a fucking hookah bar with Snapchat douchebags that don't even know how to appreciate the present moment that they're in and just enjoy life at that present moment versus putting it on social media.
Sure. Wow. I take a fucking drink to that shit.
I will drink to that for sure.
Word up. That's a drink moment.
Because people are too damn camera obsessed. I believe in living in the moment. I believe in enjoying the time that you're there with the people that you care for.
That's why I like
you know,
my
constant
shit.
Picture taking and Snapchatting and all that. You know what?
Granted,
Why do you think I have
there's
such?
always a moment? for that.
Yeah,
There's
there
always a
is.
moment
There
for
is.
that.
There always is.
You're celebrating a birthday. You're celebrating a promotion. You're celebrating something.
Yeah, whatever
I
it
get
is.
the fact that you want to commemorate it.
You want to immortalize it,
and
that's
immortalize it on the Facebook portfolio album that you got going on. But you're wasting your time. Rather than enjoying the moment, going on Snapchat, doing this, I go live on Facebook just because I want to remember later on. Because probably chances are I'm going to be so fucked up that I'm not going to remember the next day. But that's just me. But I'm going to remember the good time that I'm having right there and then.
Yeah, I live in the moment. I'm all about that.
It's why I do the corner. It's why I do the one-on-one. It's why I do the things I do. Why do you think I have such chill, fucking suave music in my car? Because I'm just trying to create a moment every fucking second of my day.
Yeah.
I want some shit so I can remember later on.
Life is short.
Life is very short.
So you have to have those Kodak moments of just looking back and saying, you know what? No matter where I was, no matter what I did, or no matter who I was with, I needed to be where I was at that time because I was having a great fucking time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something. You know,
Yeah,
if I can be a little transparent for a moment, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, I buried my
I can
mom.
be a little bit serious for
I'm gonna be serious
First of all, I love you.
Storm.
But don't be leaning against the wall because then you completely disappear from the frame.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm not, no more leaning against the wall.
Yeah, that was like this disembodied voice and shit.
It's that chill moment in me. Okay, I'm gonna be a little transparent. You know, to add to what you said. You know, my mom died when I was 16. You know, she died when I was very young, and then I buried my aunt not too long after that. And I'm gonna tell you something that life taught me is every moment is very precious. It's very, very precious, and you need to live in that moment and appreciate that moment and immortalize that moment as best as you can, because you know we're here today and we're gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, we're here today. That's why, you know, family is important to me. That's why the people that I love are so important to me, be they friends or whatever. You know, my wife and family and everything. You know, those things are important to me because we're here today, we're gone tomorrow, and we're not promised anything.
Okay.
We're not promised anything. So that's why you have to live in the moment, immortalize that moment. You know, appreciate the people that are around you. Like you said, rock with the people that maybe your parents' age, because when you're with them, you don't deal with the bullshit that you deal with the younger crowd. You know, that stuff is so important because it adds perspective. It adds perspective to who you are as a person and where your life is at the moment. And those things are things that when we're long, you know, when we're old and gray and our youth is past us, those are the things that we remember the most. Those are the things we remember the most, and you need to appreciate those times because they come and they go. And life, you know, it's funny to quote a movie. You know, Rocky. I'm a big Rocky fan, and one thing that Rocky said in the movie, I think it was in part 5, is when he said, you know, life is constantly taking from us. You know, we take our youth, it takes our friends, it takes our family. All you have left are your memories. All you have left are the people that matter to you. And that's why it's important to treasure everyone that you're close to. Treasure your family, treasure your friends, treasure the ones that you love. Because we're not promised tomorrow. Right. You know, that's why it's so important to live in the moment, to live in the now, and to really just live life to the fullest, because you never know when it's gonna end. That's what makes life precious. The fact that it could end just like that.
True.
You know, and that's why, you know, I enjoy doing these things. I enjoy these podcasts. I enjoy, you know, just the hangouts and the drinking and the times that we have together.
That's why I did it, man.
That's why we do it, because it means so much. It means so much in the grand scheme of things, you know.
And you know what? Like this, like people are gonna live vicariously through the things we talk about. So we get to open up and share that stuff. People are gonna be like, yo, I know exactly what they're thinking. I know exactly what, and maybe it inspired them to do something they love.
That's the hope. And that's why when you asked me, and I told you, I'm like, yo, when you doing the next podcast, and it's, for me, thinking about my younger, I don't have kids, right? But I have my younger nephews, my nieces, that if they're going to look at my videos, granted, you know, my life is unique because I chose to, and it could still change. I don't never say never, as far as the whole marriage, the kids, the concept, you know, but for me, I would be content that if I don't have kids, cool, no problem. Wasn't meant wasn't in my cards for that. But I wanted to be with a good woman that loved me unconditionally, wanted to travel the world, and I would be okay with that. But I want this type of podcast to be seen to the next generation and say, you know what? I felt what they were going through. I understand where they're coming through, where they're coming from. And I can grasp what they're saying because through our own experiences, because with these kids these day and age, you can't confront them and tell them up front what is what because they're socially inept to grasp what we're trying to tell them face to face. But they'll see a podcast, they'll look at a YouTube video, and they'll say, you know what, I'm going to watch this because I'm intrigued at what they're saying. And it's weird because, you know, again, you know, in this day and age, kids are socially awkward.
They really are.
They didn't have the interaction that you and I had.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
I could have an issue with you, okay? And I could say, you know what? Let's go outside. Let's talk this out.
Right on.
As men, as regardless of our age or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And if we shoot the fair one, we shoot the fair one. But kids don't understand that this day and age. That's why they're scared. They're quick to pull out a gun, whatever the case may be, because they don't know how to handle certain emotions.
Right, exactly.
And how to channel that into negative or positive aspects. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm hoping that with this type of dialogue, they can see the evolution of how we started, the climax, where this conversation that we had amongst ourselves was like a roller coaster ride. You know what I'm saying? To where we went from
wrestling to this.
Wrestling to real life shit that matters. And we could go from 0 to 100 nigga real quick, but you bring us back to a happy place and we'll no problem. We'll get back to that happy place. But when it comes to real materials and issues that matter, we could at least have that dialogue face to face or off camera. And I'm hoping that this type of podcast will then teach them, you know what, I don't know how to connect with my own feelings, but I can relate to this.
And that's where I always saw the corner being. Like, yeah, I love pop culture stuff, and I love informing people about what's going on. But it was about getting people to say what's really on their mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I did the one-to-one, because I was able to do that. Like, it was kind of hard to do that format when it's just you and I. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk about things we love, and we got to talk about things that other people are interested in. But, yeah, it's about, in the end, connecting with those people and getting them to say, whoa, these dudes think the way I do.
Right, they
feel
the way we feel, sure.
You know what I'm saying? And
this isn't the studio, this is your motherfucking apartment.
Exactly.
But
for real.
We have the platform to express ourselves. Doesn't matter where we're at.
Exactly.
Yeah. As long as we have that forum to say, yo, Young Buck, listen to us.
That's what we're saying.
You may
consider us
as old timers, but
we've been there and done that.
We've been there and done that and perfected that shit.
Yeah, I told them.
Ain't nothing you bring to the table that we haven't seen before.
I said, when you find something that you like to do personally, like whether it be a hobby or anything like that, it's gonna be a high, and you gotta want to do it all the time, right? And it doesn't have to be drugs. Like I said, it's just something that you find that you like to do, and you're gonna want to do that all the time. Doing this was my high. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Karaoke.
I don't know how it was for you, but for me, it was fucking
for sure.
It was fucking phenomenal. And then, like I said, doing the one-on-one, it was like over the top. So it was like I was discovering stuff about myself that I didn't even fucking realize that I was like, this is what I've been longing for. If I can only get paid to doing this shit, I'm fucking set for life. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to crack that fucking code. We're working on it. We're working on it. That's my fucking anti-life equation.
That's the Da Vinci Code.
That's the Da Vinci Code. I'm trying to crack that shit. But it was fucking funny because I remember I did my podcast outside once, and I bumped into an old neighbor of mine. So I used to live in 2309 Holland, right? And it was funny between her. She was a few years younger than me. So it was a little weird at the time, but as we got older, it wasn't so weird. But we were supposed to go on a date, and it never quite happened the way it was supposed to happen. And you know, like for whatever reason, we didn't communicate right, and we didn't meet up. She thought I was supposed to meet her someplace. I was completely thinking a different day, or whatever the case may be. It didn't work out, but it was always that little thing. And I remember bumping into her, you know, years later, and she was like, "Oh, you know, we're talking, and I understand that, you know, you gotta understand, you're a catch." And when I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're single, you have no kids, you have no baby mama drama, you got a job, you pay your taxes, you got your own apartment.
We're a rare breed, kids.
Very rare
Fucking
breed.
rare breed.
Rare breed.
We're not living with our parents, you know.
And you know what I'm saying? And I was like thinking about it, I was like, holy fuck, like, you're fucking right. I mean, by then, she's fucking married, got kids.
But then there's the double standard, and I would blame it just on where we currently live, in our natural demographic area, right?
Right.
You're single, you're over 35, you have no kids, you have no baby mama drama. Then the question is,
What's wrong with me?
Right. Why don't you have kids?
Exactly.
Why don't you have kids, and why don't you
a
have
statistic?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
right
New
off the
York,
bat,
that's
that
fucking the terms for
mentality
that
is,
shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker got issues. Or
There's something
she
wrong with
has
him,
issues.
or there's something wrong with
It's
her.
like,
Yeah, for
nah.
sure. For
You
sure.
fucking hit it right on the fucking nose.
Because you were a teenage mom and you started your life at 16, 17 years old being a puti sucia. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta deal with the fact that you have 3 baby fathers, right? You have 20 kids, but I'm the one with issues because I'm single, no kids, no baby.
So basically, because I chose to not fall into the same traps that you did,
Now I'm
there's something
fucked
wrong
up.
with me.
Now I'm
There's
fucked
something wrong with you. Hashtag
local ass bitch.
local ass labs. Labs. Too many labs.
I wish I
around
had a
here.
third eye, because that shit would have patrol.
That's
Yup,
right.
ain't
And
that the
half
truth?
of these bitches here in the Bronx are gonna be mad at me because, yo, but I don't have that issue with my baby mama, my baby daddy. Bitch, get the fuck out of here.
The fuck out of here.
You're still at the
You're
same
still at the
clubs,
same club.
smoking hookah, hitting up Snapchat, saying niggas ain't shit. But you're still going home at the end of the night, still dealing with your ex, who just helped you with 2 fucking kids. You know what I'm saying?
One of whom probably ain't his.
Exactly.
You know?
But, you know,
I mean-
on the Maury show,
I mean, like,
You are not the father.
God damn.
Oh man.
There's nothing in there. But you know what the crazy shit was? Is that when I was told that, it fucked me up because it was like, fuck. Like, maybe there's something wrong with me. Because I haven't done that shit.
and that makes
No.
you question your self-worth, my nigga.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
But
Sure.
right. Because it's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I'm a pretty stable dude.
There's nothing wrong with you. You just chose to not fall into the same pitfalls that other people fell into, and there's no shame in that.
No,
There's
it's
no
not.
shame in that.
It's not.
Who says that by the time you're 35, you should have 4 kids from 4 different baby mamas and dealing
You
with
gotta
that?
know what's
understand
funny?
the generation gap. The generation
I'll be right
gap.
back.
Break the seal.
Oh,
Gotta break the seal.
You got, I'm sorry. He's got to drink the main vein.
That's what I
We've
really
been here for an hour and 45.
Wow, we've been doing
Yeah,
that
for a minute.
I tell you, let me tell you something. When you're doing a podcast, that shit fucking flies.
Flies.
No, dude, why are you moving the curtain? Like, it's crazy.
There we go.
That's
All
why
right.
I went under. You see, I was
Go on
focused.
there. That's alright. Fuck it. He didn't break it. Like, I didn't see none of the shit in the background.
What
It's
was I
fine.
gonna say?
But no, it's funny. Like, when you're doing this shit, time flies because you're going from topic to topic.
Gotcha, bro. And then between the fucking lights and the beer and the shots, I'm just like, God damn.
I tell you, and it changes your fucking life. It fucking changes your life. When I first did it, I was like, holy fuck. Look, I said it before. This is no mystery. I got arrested for shit I didn't do. They showed up at my door, handcuffed me, along with 45 other motherfuckers. I spent 3 nights in Rikers, pretty much facing an indictment that I didn't have a pot to piss in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was like, 6 counts of conspiracy to sell cars within the school zone, and like 1 direct sale, if I can remember correctly. I'm kind of twisted. Fucking.
Uber my ass back home.
But the whole point was that it was like, you live in the Bronx. Everywhere you go, it's a fucking school zone. So obviously, like, I was in 2309. 135 is right up the fucking block. Everywhere you go is a school zone. So I didn't have a chance in hell. But they had direct sale on that shit. Like, I gave the fucking cop whatever it is I gave him. And at that time, I was working on the weekends, and I was visiting my ex-fiancée who lived in Jersey. My life was pretty full for me to be fucking around doing that shit.
Okay.
So it was like it was a transitional period where it was like, here it is, my life was uprooted. I had to move out of the neighborhood because when I got released, people were thinking I was the one that fucking dropped dimes. So I moved out. My fiance, we broke up. My life was a fucking turn. I nearly got fired. I was in school to get my fucking certification to become a computer technician. All that shit. All that got just disarrayed. Uprooted my life. And from then, I kind of just rebounded and trying to find what it is that I want. And when I finally sat down and do this, and I put on the lights, and I put on the cameras, and I put on the fucking...
But that was your niche. You found your niche. You know why? Because niggas like us are resilient. And I'm gonna, not to cut you off, I'm gonna jump on your type of story. And I'm gonna talk about mine real quick.
Yeah.
I was 18 years old. Everybody has that pivotal moment where they have that scared straight, lost character that in the end, it took a moment of clarity for them to then realize, all right, I can continue down this path and go down this negative road, or I can make a detour and redeem myself.
Right.
And resilient people like you and I, that we don't want to end up like a statistic of what everybody else expects of us, we had to catch on quick to what we could do to bounce back from that. And my man could probably share his own stories because he's probably a testament to that too. Each one of us that is here now is a testament of our own resiliency of how we went from a negative to a positive. And it's all good. Hashtag Biggie Smalls. I was 18 years old.
Juicy, baby.
Yeah, exactly. I was 18 years old. I, at the time, was enrolled in John Jay College. My first semester, I did great. You know, I was having a solid GPA of like what was the norm? Like not 4.0.
It was like 3.8, 3.9.
3.9 first semester. Second semester, you know, my boy who was a year younger than me was coming out of high school and he was coming to the same college, and I'm like, yo, that's my dude, that's my right hand. You know, we're gonna have the same classes together, and we're gonna share all this fucking time.
Yeah.
Pa que fue eso? You know what I'm saying? Like, over a bitch, we had a butting of the heads that if I still see him to this day, part of me would want to knock his fucking ass out. You know what I'm saying? But that was then. This is now. Because of that moment, and I had all these gaps in between my classes, I came back to the Bronx. I started hanging out at the 89 handball courts, started hanging out with the títeres that were about nothing, that were doing nothing with their lives. And I'm like, you know what? Here I am. I don't give a fuck about school. Fuck it. You know, my boy fucked me over. So I'm just trying to fill a void of what my boy should have been for me that I'm finding within my enclosed circuit.
Right.
It is what it is, right? So, going to school, going to college, no money in my pocket, but my mom's was helping me out. And then my next door neighbors put me onto some get-rich-quick scheme of going to the, you know, local, not the local bodegas, but going to like the Pathmarks back in the day, or the major supermarkets, and stealing from those supermarkets to go down to the South Bronx to then sell off to the bodegas at the time to make a profit. You know, that was my hustle back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And when they put me onto some get richer quicker scheme, let's go up to Connecticut, bro. Let's go up to the Rite Aids and all these other places, and let's hit those joints, and whatever we get or whatever we cop, we bring it back to the South Bronx. We felt like fucking Robin Hoods. We didn't know no better.
Sure.
I was fucking 20, no, I was 18 years old, 19 years old. Didn't know no fucking better, right? We go to like 2 to 3 different department stores, pharmacies or whatnot. We cop mad items. We get to the Rite Aid and we start getting cocky, right? Here are 2 Boricuas from the Bronx looking mad suspect going into a Rite Aid, and we're asking the clerk, yo, where can we get a pack of playing cards? You're gonna come to a Rite Aid and you're gonna ask for a pack of fucking playing cards? For what? You fucking thief that is. What are you doing while we're stealing mad shit? And they knew what we were up to within a matter of seconds, and they already called the cops. So by the time we're about to leave, the cops were waiting for us. I, at the time, didn't have my ID. So I got caught up and I got arrested. While my boys had their IDs, they got hit up with, all right, you got to come back to court, pay a fine, whatever the fuck that you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I was the one that was locked up in jail in Connecticut. And I was in the fucking jail system, scared out of my fucking wits, not knowing what the fuck was going to transpire. Going through the jail cells, take off your shoelaces. Why am I taking off my shoelaces? Because you might hang yourself. You might kill yourself.
Exactly.
Right. Didn't understand that whole concept.
Something with belts too.
That shit happened to me. Yeah.
No shoelaces. Going to the jail cell, had a cheese sandwich. I remember this shit like it was yesterday.
Ain't those cheese sandwiches the nastiest things ever?
I was hungry as fuck.
Yo, I was grateful.
Disgusting.
Yo, I was grateful I didn't have to take a shit.
And me neither.
In the fucking
because
jail
I was too paranoid to realize what the fuck was going on until I didn't even have, I don't know how long I was in that jail cell for. But all I remember was the guard comes up to my jail cell. Hernandez, your mom is here. And my heart, like every ounce,
sank.
like it sank. I was sheer white. And he tells me, yo, by the look of your mom, dude, looks like you're safer in here
than you are out there.
You know? And I didn't know. He was like, you know what, motherfucker? This is what you get for being a dumbass. But go see your mom. She's outside waiting for you. My mom tells me the story this day that she didn't know where I was, right? She knew I was with my boys, next door neighbors that lived 2 houses away from me. She tells me the story that, you know, my boys came home after they got caught up, they had their IDs and they got processed. They were supposed to come back to my house to get my ID, to get me out of jail. They didn't, they were home. My mom, it was like 6, 7 o'clock, didn't know where the fuck I was, goes to my next door neighbor's house and finds them eating in their homes.
Ain't that some shit?
And then my mom was
meanwhile,
like,
you locked up.
So these are your boys, right? And my mom is telling me this. She was like, these are your boys, right? And they were supposed to come back and get your ID to come get you out, but yet they're home and they're eating, not knowing how to come to the house and get your shit to get you out. And these are your boys. So that was like a reality check. Aside from the smack that my mom gave me when I got out of those fucking bars.
That was a bofetada del diablo.
But not only that, that was my, I never want to see myself in that situation ever again. If it wasn't for the strength of my stepfather, who at the time was chief of staff of the Bronx Borough President's office, that went before the judge on my behalf and said, you know what, my stepson is going to do community service in the Bronx. So long as you could expunge his record, my life would have went a whole different direction. And I'm always grateful to this day that, you know, I don't have kids, but what my stepfather was for me, I would have no problem being that type of role model for anyone that I was involved with romantically that had their own kids, that I would be whatever my stepfather was for me throughout those years.
That's fucking. See what I'm saying?
Real talk.
See what I'm fucking saying?
That's real shit right there.
Real talk.
Yeah, man. That's fucking
real
that's
shit
fucking
right
real,
there.
man. It's fucking real right there. You know, mine wasn't as complicated, but fuck. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was just like it's a real moment.
Well, in your case, you were a victim of circumstance.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just happened to share the same name as
The crazy shit is they came to my door because there was a dude named Anthony who lived right across the hall from me. So they came to my apartment, picked me up and took me to that apartment, asked me where the guns were. I was like, what the fuck? I don't even live here. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, you gonna play that game? Tell me where the fucking guns are. I'm like, dude, find the motherfucker who lives here and ask him where the fucking guns are. Because I don't live here. As soon as you get that through your fucking skull, I'm gonna be alright. I was taken on a Wednesday.
I remember that day. That was
taken
crazy.
on Wednesday. That Friday, I was supposed to go into the academy for the medical examination. So I was gonna be a cop. And that's some shit to be on one side of the bars and end up on the other side of the bars.
Yeah, sure.
That fucked my whole shit up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, it was like, I don't know, if I was meant to be a cop, I would have fucking been a cop by now. But that was a kind of rude awakening. Because I always kind of found myself, I wanted to be law enforcement. I always saw myself in that. I was going to be, if it wasn't for the fact that I went to college to be a graphic designer and that I didn't get hired by the Associated Press to be a graphic designer, I would have fucking been a cop right now. Or some sort of law enforcement. Because I was always, it was either art or law enforcement. So when I was in Homeland Security, I was gearing up to be a Homeland Federal Air Marshal. I wanted to fly. I wanted to go to different destinations. And somebody got stupid. 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. I was waiting for it. That's the part I didn't tell you about. I was fucking dying to do that shit. 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. And then, you know, like I said, look, I went to college for this. I paid money for this. Let me go to Associated Press. And I did that 2 years. You know, Bush was in office. Shit got fucked up. Layoffs. I got laid off.
I remember when you.
It was a systematic domino effect that led me to where I am now. Do I regret it? No. But I always wonder what it could have been. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me try my luck with NYPD. I'm still young enough. Let me go and do it. So here it is. I took the test. I passed with flying colors. I was ready to go in for my medical exam when I got fucking picked up. And out of everybody who was a dick, and all the cops were dicks, except for one dude, he was cool. He fucking was like, look, I can already tell that you ain't got nothing to do with this shit. He told me. And he was like, look, just drink your water. Here's some water, take some photos, take some fingerprints. Hopefully you'll be out of here in no time. And that dude I remember vividly. He kind of reminded me of like, you ever see Hanging with the Homeboys?
Sure. John Leguizamo was in that.
Yeah. Remember Dougie Doug?
Yeah, I remember.
He reminded me of that dude. Like, visually. It wasn't like he was acting like that, but he was visually. So he kind of reminded me of that dude. And he was like, look, no problem. Look, you want some water? Here's some water. Here's some shit. I was the only motherfucker behind bars that they came back with a cell phone. He was like, yo, you got a phone call. I was like, from who? Everybody in the fucking cell was like, this nigga getting phone calls in the cell from other detectives and shit. Sure enough, it was Ralph, the cop.
I figured it'd be Ralph. Yeah, that's what I figured it would be.
I know a lot of cops. I did jujitsu. I fucking fought with cops. My whole life has been surrounded by cops. Al is a cop. Henry's not Homeland Security.
He's ICE.
He's ICE.
ICE.
My whole shit's been around law enforcement. So here it is. I got a cell phone call. So you know how awkward that shit is behind bars.
Oh, I know.
So he grilled me on the phone. I'm like, yo, Ralph, man, trust me. Nothing of the kind, yo. I'm fucking... Like, my life is full enough to be dealing with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was said and done, all that stuff. Now they're going to take me over to Rikers, the barge. The detachable part of fucking Rikers. So I'm going over there. And somebody fucked up the prints or some shit on one of the dudes that they took. So we had to go back to the 49th precinct. So we go there. Was it 49th? No, 49th is over in Soundview, right?
I think so.
That's the one I went to. I go there. I walk in, and it was fucking strange, right? It was fucking strange. We get out of the fucking trunk. They take us inside, and the first person I fucking see is Jesse's nephew, Elliot. Now, you don't know who this person is, but if you know who it is, you're not fucking surprised to see him in there. Because he comes and he goes, yo, you're the last person I expect to see in here. And I'm like, surprisingly, I'm not surprised to see you in here.
Oh, I know Elliot very well.
So I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how'd you get picked up? He goes, I had a box cut on me, so they took me in. All right, whatever. So now I'm in there. We're in the chain gang because I'm taking part of this whole sting shit, and I'm linked up to like 4 or 5 other motherfuckers. And there's a whole bunch of other motherfuckers inside the room. And there's always that one dude, that conspiracist. Mm-hmm. He goes, yo, you know what they do? They put cops in here with us so they can listen to what we're saying. And the first thing that fucking happens is everybody look towards my ass. They did that shit, that slow turn, like. So I'm like, I'm fucking linked up. My chin linked up. I'm like, ah, shit. and believe me, if it wasn't for fucking Nelly, it would have been fucking on. Because Nelly was like, yo, straight up, no lie, this motherfucker ain't a cop. I know him personally. He ain't a cop. Thank fucking God for that shit, because I would have been fucking fighting with cuffs on. Because, yo, it was fucking on. Everybody looked at, because everybody in that place.
What I like was how you went, when you came out, you go and told me, Nick, I was thinking, what would you do in this situation?
Yo, for real. No, because you know what it is like, everybody who got taken knew each other. But what they didn't know is that I had more time on that block than everybody else. I grew up there. I knew who everybody else was, but they didn't know who I was.
It's those moments where, you know, like, had he not vouched for you,
it would have been fucking over.
What would you have done in that situation?
I would have choked the motherfucker with that chain link shit I got.
Just to kind of
but it could have been bad for you.
It could have been very bad for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only saving grace is that supposedly nobody had weapons in there, but they could have easily choked me with my own chain. You know what I'm saying? So like it was that fucking surreal moment, and then to be locked up in Rikers and shit like that, it was fucking crazy. You know. So once I got out, and then I did my disposition, I did my fucking, you know, my whole testimony about how I wasn't, you know, supposed to be there. It was a fucking surreal moment. It was like, damn, do I still want to be a fucking cop after all this bullshit? Here it is, like I'm supposed to go to the academy, and here it is. They're telling me that I'm a criminal.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so where do we go from here? We went from. And again, I felt like this was like a roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster.
We talked about more personal shit than pop culture.
Drank. It was like
the more personal it got.
Like, yo,
no fucking lie.
I got daddy issues. I hate my father.
I hate that guy.
Fuck that motherfucker.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let you in on some shit.
Oh boy.
Because this is the first time we ever actually had drinks on the corner.
Okay.
It is actually.
And that's some scary shit. But it was fucking great. Because we were able to just kind of flow from each topic to another. Like, I'm happy to talk about movies and games and shit, but when we talk about real shit, I'm all for it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sometimes it needs
to.
I mean, levity is great, but sometimes you need some real shit. You know?
I could tell you all kinds of shit right now about pop culture.
I remember, like, I can say that. I remember when you got arrested. I remember because I got this phone call saying, oh, you know, Tony got arrested under suspicion of selling drugs. I already knew that was bullshit. Somebody told me, I said, wait a minute, hold on. Tony? I said, hell to the no.
Everybody said that shit.
No damn way. Did Tony get arrested for suspicion of drugs?
Said that shit.
Then when, I was with his brother, I was with my aunt, his mom, and they were talking. We spoke to a friend of ours who's a cop, and they were telling us what the evidence they had. And I said, wait a minute, there is no way possible that this dude is a drug dealer. I grew up around drug dealers. He is obviously not one.
They're like, yo, do you have a headache?
I'm like, wait a minute.
There's a drug dealer.
No. All right. This is the part you don't know, and this is the fucking shit that fucking splits my side every fucking time. At the time, I was dating this female, Jamaican doctor.
Forget dating. You were engaged.
Engaged. Jamaican doctor. Now she wasn't island Jamaican. She was Mall Valley Jamaican. All right. So she was a little lighter in the skin, talk no accent, but if she get pissed off, that little patchwork comes out.
Yeah, I've heard it a few times. Yeah.
So they love
fuck you up and cut your hair out, bitch.
Her and her
mother. Boy.
They gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Man, I'm fuck you up.
Her and her mother loved me fucking dearly.
And they were wonderful people, by the way.
Yeah, they were. So when that happened to me, they rushed right away to get me a lawyer. What they didn't understand is that there's lawyers for specific things.
Sure.
There's lawyers for, like a copyright lawyer and company
and
lawyers and stuff like
contractual
that.
law. There's business law.
There's
then
criminal.
and then there's criminal law. You know.
They got me a labor union lawyer.
Oh man, this guy
And
was
this
hysterical.
This guy was like 190 years old on a good day. So this fucker shows up, Matlock Columbo looking motherfucker, right? Shows up, and he's
Oh my god, yo, that was funny.
he's slow to blink at this point.
So,
So he shows up to the fucking
You were
Yeah.
exactly, fucking exactly. So now,
what's the nouns of yayo?
yo, let me put the visual to you.
Milligrams of yayo.
He came in like a tweed burlap.
I
type
remember.
jacket,
I was
you know,
there
like
when he
suit
showed up.
jacket, like plaid and shit. Like it was fucking phenomenal. So now I'm in the fucking courtroom. Well, no. I'm in the holding cell waiting to go to the courtroom. Now my father and my brother and my best friend Henry, who's the ICE agent that we talked about, they're all in the courtroom waiting for me to come out. This guy's sitting in front of him. Now, Henry's all emotional, right? Because he never known me to be involved in some shit. So he's all fucked up, right? So he's already feeling a certain way. The fucking guy falls asleep in the bench in front of him.
Oh man.
They call his name.
Your lawyer?
He's
Yes.
loyal.
He falls asleep. He falls asleep, and the judge is calling him. He wakes up out of his fucking
His coma.
His coma. He gets up and he's got this like this old man sort of get up sort of routine like shit, like that kind of shit. My father and my brother are in fucking tears and laughter. They're fucking like shaking
I remember.
and shit like this.
Oh my god.
My best friend looks at them, sees them, thinks they're crying, so he starts to well up even more. He starts crying when he realizes that they're not crying, they're fucking laughing. My mother's fucking there, and she's
man.
fucking pissed. She's like, stop fucking laughing, this is not funny. When I hear about this shit, I nearly fucking shit my pants. It was fucking phenomenal.
Oh my god. I can say I came the next day.
Yes.
I showed up there and I could not stop the laughter when they introduced me to his lawyer. Bro, I couldn't stop laughing. This dude sat down in the seat, and then when they called him, he got up so strange. He was like, "Oh my god!"
Yo, it was like Jesus Christ.
Hate my life? What the fuck am I doing here? Maldito Cruz!
Oh my god!
When I finally talked to my ex-fiance and her mother, I was like, "Look, I appreciate the effort, but this motherfucker got me creamed at the arraignment."
Yeah, he did.
They were like,
He really did.
$50,000, first time offense.
Listen, they had my cousin on this thing where they thought he was a drug lord. They had him on some like
I could've lived that down
Escobar
for months.
shit
Could've
where,
lived that
where
for
they
months.
thought that he was like running drugs in the Bronx. It was crazy shit. It was crazy shit. They were sitting here talking like this guy Anthony Cruz was the Pablo Escobar of the Bronx. They thought he was some kind of drug lord who, yeah, I'm telling you. And anybody who knows him knows that is so the opposite of who he is as a person. But for whatever reason, because he shared the same first name as the prick who really was responsible for this shit, they had him thinking, they went to the courts thinking that they had this guy who was like, freaking
Espérate. What year was this?
This was
This was like
2010.
2010.
2010. They picked him up and me at the same time.
They
let him go the same
They
day.
picked up the guy who was really responsible, and then he got out on bail on a couple $100 on bail. Meanwhile,
Same
this
day.
guy, they were holding him on bail for like $50,000. It was insane. They had him like he was the freaking Kaiser Sose of the Bronx. Yo, it was honestly
Greatest trick.
Yo,
Associate of a bull.
was to convincing the world he didn't exist.
I left the dungeons on 161st with a limp, and then I started walking straight.
Yeah, he left there like holding his hand like a crippled man, and then he was jogging
Did you
down
do
the
that
street.
for real?
Nah.
He should have.
Then don't talk shit, bro. Not on your own fucking podcast.
No, word up. Yo, it was crazy, dude. It was craziness.
Are you serious?
It was
fucking nuts. It
complete.
was a fucking nuts.
And to think that my cousin was sitting here talking about becoming a cop, and I'm thinking, bro, you don't know what you're doing. And then he got caught on this thing that he obviously was
not to fuck around.
for.
Not to fuck around. I wanted to become a cop because I wanted to do the puns. I wanted puns. I wanted access to all the puns. Like when it was like when
leave it to him to want to become a cop for comic value.
If there was a dead blind guy on the floor, I want to be like, yo, he didn't see it coming. If there was like a dead train conductor, I'd be like, yo, somebody punched his ticket. I wanted the fucking puns, yo. I wanted homicide. I wanted to be
him. I want anybody who's listening to this podcast who happens to be either NYPD or former NYPD, understand this is who you thought was running drugs in the Bronx. This guy, the guy who wanted to become a cop for the sole purpose of puns.
Can you get a close-up shot on my face right now?
Yeah, really.
Just
My man right here with the Sami Zayn hat. Okay? Looking at this like this is fucking.
No, I didn't want narcotics. I didn't want anything else. I didn't want robbery. I wanted homicide. I like forensics. I like the way that shit works. I don't have problems seeing dead bodies. I'm fine. I just I wanted homicide. And then the puns was just a bonus, man. The fucking puns were a bonus.
He's a sick bastard.
You had a plethora.
He did,
exactly.
Yeah. Plethora of puns.
Yeah, exactly. I was waiting for them.
Good Lord. Meanwhile, at the time, I was working for the medical examiner's office. You figure this out.
No. Okay. So at the time that this happened, I wanted to be a cop. My fiance is a medical doctor. She was trying to become a psychiatrist, but she was a medical doctor. She knew some shit. I was like, yo, how perfect is that? I shoot him, and you heal him, and then I can shoot him again. I was like,
clearly, he is the picture perfect model.
Circle. It's the
circle of life.
It comes together like this,
and it rules us all.
So that was my story. That was my fucking.
Yeah, that was some shit. As someone who was there, as someone who can testify to how it really got crazy. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy for me. Hearing these cops talk about how this guy was running drugs in the Bronx, and me knowing him the way I do, I'm thinking to myself, you must be out of your goddamn minds if you think this dude is running drugs out of the Bronx.
Could you imagine how many other cases that they've gotten wrong just because of improbable cause?
Forget about imagine, dude. I worked for the medical examiner's office for 7 years. And I can tell you that DNA testing has actually exonerated more people than is actually convicted. Because they have gotten it wrong on so many. I'm going to give you a perfect example. The Central Park joggers. Remember that woman who was unfortunately very viciously raped? Yeah. And all those kids who got convicted for those rapes?
Yeah,
I grew up with half of those guys. All right? I grew up with half of those guys back in the 80s. And granted, a lot of those guys were deep to this. If you would have told me that they robbed somebody or sold some drugs, I'd have believed you. But rapists, no. None of those guys were rapists. I knew half of those dudes. And I can tell you, those guys were not rapists. And when they got convicted, I remember saying way back when, this is not right. I know a lot of these guys. These guys are not rapists. And then years later, through DNA technology, they found out that these guys who had spent so many years in jail were actually innocent of the crime that they were convicted of. You know, it's a damn shame. But the wonderful thing about DNA testing, like I said before, is that it's actually exonerated more people than it's convicted. Because you have a lot of guys behind bars right now who are serving time for shit that they really legitimately did not do.
Agreed.
I'm not saying that those guys I grew up with were saints. They were not.
Agreed.
If you would have told me they robbed a liquor store, if you had told me they had robbed somebody, if you had told me they beat some dudes up, I would have believed it. But when you started mentioning rape, I knew that was not the case.
But here's where, and I'm going to get very cynical right now with my tone of voice, because as a minority, as a Boricua in the Bronx, this has to go back to the concept of racial profiling.
Here we go.
And
I knew that was coming.
Fuck it. We're on this gravy train.
Let's ride it. Let's ride it.
It was inevitable.
Sorry.
And the fact that you have a racist president like Donald Trump, who exposed himself for what he really is. And you know what? Thank you, Donald Trump, for being who you really are. Versus those undercover son of a bitches who are in positions of power, and because of racial profiling, they would rather see one of us, minorities, people of color,
Not
the
fucking wrong.
Latinos,
Not wrong.
the Morenos, the Chinitos, whatever the case may be. If they're not white, it's not right. And you know what? I'm going to go on record and I'm going to be as candid as I can right now. And if this puts me at that spotlight of being a fucking victim, of being a target of those law enforcement pig motherfuckers. And don't get me wrong, my own family is in NYPD. My father was a correction officer in Rikers Island. And he never told me of the stories that he went through in Rikers because he always kept that part of his life separate from his family life.
Right.
But I could only imagine the stories of today's, well, or not even today, but when he went through it and what he had to go through as, and he was darker than me. He was darker than me. So I could only imagine as a Latino male in Rikers Island as a correction officer and what he had to do to not just survive, just to make a living for his family, just to keep myself and my family fed, but just to keep himself out of harm's way and to look out for his own brothers and sisters in the system.
Yeah.
But, you know, with today's presidential racist pig and the fact that racism is real and it's alive and it's more exposed than ever, and the hashtag Black Lives Matter, it's a movement, it's a concept, and I support those that are against police brutality, not against the police itself,
right,
but against police brutality, because
Absolutely.
for us,
and there is a difference.
There is a difference because
sure.
we respect law enforcement. We
Absolutely.
respect our brothers and sisters
Absolutely.
that represent law enforcement,
that take that oath seriously,
and are law-abiding citizens. And as law-abiding citizens, we respect what they represent. What we don't respect are those that think that they're above the law just because they wear a gun and a badge. Hashtag you want to be Denzel Washington motherfuckers. So
in training
I'm
day.
gonna put it out there right now. I'm gonna put it out there right now. I hope I don't ever come across you motherfuckers that think you're above the law, because let me be a martyr. Let me be a statistic, because I'm a law-abiding citizen. Even though I don't work for the city of New York, I help recruit and place people that live within the 5 boroughs and put them back to work. But if I ever see myself in a compromising situation where I have to deal with a law enforcement officer that doesn't see my Puerto Rican tattoo, that doesn't see the fact that I'm Boricua, that, you know, because they feel that with the current leadership that we have in the United States, that they feel like they're above the law and they could just treat me however the fuck they want.
Amen.
I would rather be a martyr to believe and stand in something that I know deep down in my heart I wasn't doing anything wrong and I was an law-abiding citizen,
right,
versus me just conforming to someone because he has a gun and badge, and because they were whatever piece of shit that they were in their younger years, and because they felt the gun and the badge was gonna validate their fucking lives.
Yeah, you got that right.
That they think that their lives matter above and beyond anybody else's, and they're not upholding the fact that they're there to serve and protect their local brothers and sisters, regardless of whatever the fucking color that they
Their
are.
lives first before yours.
Agreed.
Sure.
When you take
Sure.
that oath,
Agreed.
it's their lives
Sure.
first before yours.
Sure.
Agreed.
You put
Absolutely.
yourself in the path of the bullet.
You know, to add to what you're saying, if I may, I'm gonna tell you, my family, and Tony can attest to this, is the fact that, there's a good friend of our family, his name's Ralph, and he was a police officer, and he is a class act. And I in my life have known police officers who were class
One
acts.
of the best dudes I know.
One of the best guys I've ever met. And I could tell you,
Thank
I've
you for
known...
reminding me. I got to call him.
Yeah, definitely. And I've known cops in my life who were good men, who took their oath seriously, who believed in the oath of serving and protecting.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not an attack on all police officers, because
Not at
those
all.
cops who take that oath, who truly believe in serving and protecting the public, we respect and we exonerate those people.
Mm-hmm.
But those who believe that their badge gives them a green light
Those
to
are the
abuse,
ones with a guilty
those are
conscience.
the ones that we're talking
And yeah,
about.
you could come at us because you feeling a certain type of way.
Sure.
That in your heart and hearts, you're doing something.
You're doing something wrong.
sideways.
Right,
You're
right,
doing
right,
wrong.
Right,
You're doing
exactly
wrong.
right.
We're here.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, to add to my boy's testament here. There are plenty of cops out there. I don't want to get this out of the way. I come from the hood and I've been through it all, and I can tell you this. I don't hate the police. I respect what they do.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
fact
of
that
course.
if, God forbid, my grandmother or my aunt or anyone that I care about is being robbed, the first people that are going to be called are the cops. Those are the ones that are expected to go into and run into the line of fire. Should the people that I love and care about ever be in danger,
Agreed.
they have my eternal respect and gratitude.
Right.
What we're talking about are those cops that shot up Amadou Diallo. Okay? We're talking about those cops who raped Abner Louima. We're talking about those cops who took a pastor not too long ago, who put his hands up and was completely going with everything the cops told him to do, and they still shot that man in the back. And this happened, I believe, in Florida, unless I missed my guess. And if I'm wrong, I'll go back and double check my facts. But the point is, there are so many cases of police brutality conducted by cops who feel that the badge gives them a green light to do whatever they want, to whoever they want, whenever they want. Those are the people that we're talking about.
But it's a brotherhood.
But it's a brotherhood.
It's a brotherhood.
It's gang blue.
It is gang blue, and if you
True.
think
Oh,
about it,
I see
because
that.
again, I have my own family members that are involved in it. My own father, who was in the corrections process, that never spoke about the illness or the evilness that happened in Rikers Island, and my own family who are in NYPD that never spoke about. They have their own code.
Sure.
Similar,
Right,
to,
no,
the,
no, you're absolutely
similar
right.
to the street code.
Sure, and I respect
You
that.
don't snitch on your fellow brothers and sisters. I can respect that. What I can't respect is the fact that you think you're better than your current brothers and sisters that do not carry badges, that do not carry arms, even though you're in a position to serve and protect us. You think you're better than
Somehow
us.
that message
Yeah.
got lost.
Somehow it got lost.
They
Some
saw the
of
badge as
them
more of an
Because
entitlement
it's
and honor.
that mentality, like
Power.
I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I have the power.
I have a badge, so I have the authority to do whatever the
Right.
hell I want.
Fuck you.
And that's who we're talking
Fuck
about.
you.
here.
You bleed the same blood as me. You live 5 blocks away from me, but because you were there to serve and protect your fellow brothers and
Sure.
sisters doesn't give you a green light to do or be whatever the fuck you want.
Absolutely. Anybody who knows me, and we have some very good friends, and anybody who knows me knows that I've been on the receiving end of some police harassment. I definitely have. I've met some cops who've treated me unfairly, who have been very coarse and very harsh with me. By the same token, I've met some cops who've been very, very classy with me and have spoke. I remember when I was a kid. I'll give you a quick example. I remember when I was a kid, I was cutting school and I got busted by truancy. And the cop that picked me up, and I can't remember his name, but if he's out there, he'll know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He pulled me aside and he told me, he said, you're young and don't waste your life. Don't follow the example of others. Do better. I have met some police officers who were truly catalysts for change.
Yeah.
I have met some good cops out there who generally
There's
cared
always
about
gems.
people.
There's
For
always gems
sure,
out
I've
there.
met
Always
gems.
I'll
I've met
give
some
you-
incredible
yeah.
cops out there who are good, decent people. On the flip side, I've met some cops who were complete pieces of shit.
I want to say there's
You
at
know?
least a good 10 to 15% that are fucking crooked, corrupted
Sure,
pieces of shit.
sure, absolutely.
I've had my own fair share of encounters with law enforcement. You know, when I was young and stupid, I had a Z28 Camaro at the age of 18. I didn't fucking know any better of what that car could do. You touch the pedal, it took off.
Yeah,
right?
0 to
So,
60 in like 4 seconds.
the fact that I pulled, I remember one time, and it was like, again, you know, reliving one of those yesterday moments. I'm on Allenton Avenue, literally right where the old movie theater used to be, right? I went to go say what's up to my boy who was a delivery driver there, who also had a Z28 Camaro. I show up, showing face, music is bumping, the girls are right there, they're seeing my car, you know, I'm all hyped up. What do? I peel off, just take off. Just because I'm showing off. I'm a young, dumb, and full of cum asshole. You know, I take off, the cops, woo, right behind me. They pull me over right across the street from 135. What the fuck were you thinking? What the fuck is wrong with you? You know you're an asshole. What if somebody was just shooting across the street and you fucking ran them over? I could have gotten arrested. Cop let me go. There are some humble, decent cops.
Absolutely.
no, absolutely.
Another episode.
For sure.
I'm coming out of a strip club, you know, 2 shots in. I just went out because I couldn't sleep because the night before I was supposed to go on a camping trip with my peoples, and I'm hyped up. So I'm like, yo, let me just go out. Let me just say what's up to my boy who's DJing. Let me just get my usual 2 shots and 2 tequilas, and then I'm gonna be out. I leave the strip club. I'm swerving a little bit, woo, because the cops are right there by the strip club. They're like, yo, what's up? You're swerving, pull over, take a breathalyzer, fail the first time. Then I'm like, we're gonna give you a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Do it again. And they saw that I'm like fucking panicking. All right, you passed the second time. How far do you live? 5 minutes, officer. Can I go home? Go home. I could have been locked up in both of those situations. There are good cops out there.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
great cops out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
for sure.
And
Yeah.
we're not knocking NYPD. We're
No,
not
not at all.
knocking
We're
our
just
brothers
looking
and
at
sisters.
those
We're talking about those particular
We're talking
guys.
about you motherfuckers that think that you're above the law, that you see because we have a current president that is okay with acting out on his racism card, that you think it's okay to be racist yourselves. Guaranteed, you will
Absolutely.
be exposed.
For sure.
Guaranteed.
Your
you are
time is
being
coming.
watched.
Your time is
All right?
coming.
And guaranteed that your karma will come back and bite you in the ass. And what ironic would it be if one of their own brothers or sisters in blue caught those racist motherfuckers in action, putting certain people in minority groups
Right.
Mm-hmm.
in those situations that they're like, you know what, this motherfucker's wrong.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And it happens, and it does happen. There were, I mean, oftentimes we hear about police brutality and things that are done out there. You know, again, the Abner Louima cases, the Amadou Diallo cases, and so many other cases that come. You know, Rodney King and things like that. You know, but we often forget that there are good cops out there.
Yeah.
There are good cops out there who take their oath to serve and protect, literally. And so this attack is not aimed at them. This attack is aimed at those cops who believe that their badge and their gun puts them above the law. Those cops who believe that having a blatant racist as the president of the United States, Mr. POTUS himself, gives them the ability to
I call him
do
45. That
Yeah,
is
exactly.
45.
You know,
He's not my president. So.
yeah, he's not my I don't look at him as my president either. And those cops who believe that having a president such as Donald Trump gives them the green light to take their authority and abuse it, especially against those people of color like Latinos, like blacks, like anyone else who happens to not be of the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant genre. You know, we're talking about those types of people. We're talking about those people who believe that a badge gives them the green light to use and abuse their authority as they see fit. And unfortunately, we have too many cases of that.
Right.
running around out here. Too many cases of, again, like that pastor out, I believe in Florida, who completely complied with everything the authorities told him to do, and they shot this man in the back. Other cases of a person like that, like that man who says I cannot breathe, the person from Staten Island, who he was, he was selling cigarettes or whatever it was he was doing. Then the cops choked him out, unfortunately, to his death. There are just so many cases, so many instances of police brutality and police abuse, and those are the people that we target in this rant. Those are the people that we're talking about. Those people who believe that because we have a president who exonerates those of the racist persuasion, that gives them the ability to do and say and assert their authority over people of color simply because they can, simply because they have a badge. Those are the people that we're targeting right now.
I would rather take a knee with Colin Kaepernick than to stand side by side with 45 any fucking day in my life.
Amen.
Real talk.
Amen.
Right?
And you know what? I'm going to say this. I come from a family of many people who served in the military. I'm going to tell you something right now. My grandfather, on my mother's side of the family, served in the Korean War. I have two uncles on my mother's side of the family who fought in Vietnam. My daughter right now, my stepdaughter, but who's my daughter in my heart, she's in the Navy right now. And my cousin right here is a Theo. And let me tell you something. And on my father's side of the family, I have various people who served. My cousin Ralphie served in the Navy. I have many people in the family who served. My uncle served in the Air Force. Many people in my own father was in the Army Reserves. Let me tell you something. I love and appreciate everything our military does for us completely. Now, while I may not necessarily agree with taking a knee because I respect our flag, despite the inconsistencies that I see, I agree with those NFL players' right to take a knee because that is within their constitutional
That seems to be the topic. That seems to be the topic of like, do you support the fact that they take a knee or do you support the fact that they take a stance? You know what I'm saying?
I support the fact that they take. I support both.
Yeah,
they have the right to take a knee and they have the right to take a stance.
You, someone in position of recognition, you're in the NFL. According to our 45, not mine, not yours, not anybody. According to 45, they're sons of bitches, right? But think about it like this. I saw a meme not too long ago that shows the evolution of how certain people in certain race groups scrutinize certain minority groups for taking a stand for something that they believe
going against the status quo, for sure.
You sit in the front of the bus. Get up, nigger.
Right, Rosa Parks.
What's the other situation? You, in the Black Panther movement, for the Olympics, raised your fist in declaration of the movement of what they were believing in. Why are you doing that? Why are you anti-American? No, fuck that.
No.
You have to showcase the position of power that you're in just to show that your people in general matter as a whole.
Absolutely.
In all aspects of minorities, because whether you're Puerto Rican, light skinned, you're just as black as anybody else. And this fucking hurricane that we endured in Puerto Rico, it showed us that we're no different than the blacks that are being scrutinized and that are being singled out.
To add to that,
it's a fucking
I've heard a racist
fucking point to make.
Racist as an ill point to make, and to add
you
to that,
may be a light-skinned Boricua,
but you're still a Boricua.
But you're still a minority group,
and
according to Trump,
amen,
you're no different than the fucking.
All you are is a All you
you're
are
all
you are to add to what my boy just said right here. All you are is a Spanish speaking.
Yeah,
that's all you are.
And you know what?
And who said you can't get real in the corner?
We just got very real. We just
I'm
got
not
very.
saying
We just got
shit.
very real.
I
Matter
didn't
of
mean
fact,
that.
you know what?
They
While we're
got
running
real.
with that topic, I'm gonna say something right now. Since we're running with that topic, it's a goddamn shame that countries that are not even a part of the U.S. got more efficient help than what Puerto Rico got. Haiti got better help more efficiently than what Puerto Rico got. Japan in the 1940s got better help than what we got. Let me give you guys a little history lesson, seeing as how we're on this subject. Puerto Rico became a commonwealth in 1917. Okay? That's when Puerto Rico became a commonwealth. And in a very timely fashion. You know why? Because World War I was right around the corner. And how many 100,000
Puerto Ricans.
my grandfather fought in the Korean War. That's as real as it gets. And let me take it one step further. In every major war that the United States of America has been a part of, Puerto Rican soldiers have been at the forefront of every single war. From World War I to World War II to the Vietnam War to the war in Iraq to the war in Afghanistan. Puerto Rican soldiers to this day, my own daughter serves in the Navy right now. Our cousin served in the Navy. Okay, my uncle was in the Air Force. My father was in the reserves. I got two uncles who fought in Nam. They were both combat Marines. The Puerto Rican people have been at the forefront of every single war this country has ever fought. So yeah, we expect help, we expect results, and we expect some goddamn respect. And it's a goddamn shame that countries that are not even under the jurisdiction of the United States of America have received better and more efficient help than Puerto Rico has gotten in the state in the state that it's in right now.
But wait, there's more. The fact that 45 says you should be proud, Puerto Rico, that you're not Katrina or you didn't endure the devastating effects of what Katrina went through. You orange piece of shit.
Orangutan.
Bastard. I mean, yo, like.
No sense in here on the corner. Keep going.
I mean, my bad for calling.
That's an insult to people.
It is, because
people are. He's
just a piece of shit.
There is a difference.
There is a difference.
There is a difference.
He's just a piece of shit. He's just a piece of shit.
My wife's cousin is, and I love him. He's a good person. Donald Trump's a. And go forward.
All right, don't lean back because you're out of frame.
All right, so when you again, man, I was trying not to get into this whole because.
But fuck it, we're here, so we'll go with
I
it.
need a cigarette after this.
Oh, you know what?
Anytime that we talk about 45 in this fashion, and we talk about the devastation of what's going on in Puerto Rico, I have my grandfather, I have my aunts, my uncles, family, cousins that I don't even know about that live on a fucking island that are struggling right now just to survive, right? But you have 45 that went out there and said, yo, you're not Katrina, you should be proud, Puerto Rico. You condescend how
Amen.
you call our island
Amen.
by ridiculing it and say, we love Puerto Rico. You piece of shit. If I was to pronounce your name in a false context like Donald Trump. If I was to pronounce your name in that fashion, you 45 cold drinking piece of shit, would you even acknowledge the fact that upset you? Just like how you just called my motherland, our motherland, where we originated from, and it was
our heritage, our culture.
heritage. And we didn't ask to be there, but because you had English settlers that invaded our territory, claimed them as their own, you know, and immigrated with Los Taíno Indians. And we were forced into this concept of who we are and what we are right now. But we accepted it. We're happy-go-lucky people.
We endure.
But if you back us up into this corner, motherfucker,
you're not gonna like what you get, bro.
And I guarantee, if I had to put this out there and be in the federal watch list, Donald Trump You're here in the Bronx. Your name is on the golf course in Throg's Neck. Okay? You branded us here in the Bronx, a home of 1.5 million residents in the Bronx. If I had any sense, I myself would get back on the motorcycle game and would run over the fact that your name is branded in our borough just to remove the scab of what you fucking carved out into us. Alright? And just to show that we don't want anything to do with you or your fucking name in our borough. But we have a hypocrite by the name of Ruben Diaz Jr.
Amen.
That would accept the fact, and I'm gonna throw it out there. You know what? I didn't want to get political, but Ruben,
here we are.
But Ruben,
fuck it.
Here we are.
Ruben,
It's
here we are as Mr. Borough President
You're
in
a
the Bronx.
fucking disgrace.
No, you know what? Whatever you are to this borough, manito, and I'm gonna use that term loosely. What are you doing about showcasing that your brothers and sisters, lo boricua, lo dominicano, the minorities that are fighting for position, that are fighting for a purpose to have status and stature, not just within the Bronx, bro, but just in life,
Yeah.
is
Amen.
trying to make an impact. But you have someone like Donald Trump that just doesn't give a shit about us. Doesn't give
Not
a shit
one.
about you, you
Right.
fucking political puppet.
Amen.
But you want to pull along the strings because he's not my president,
Yeah.
but he's your bitch. And you're acting like his fucking puta. So do me a favor, manito. Find your balls
Amen.
and your political status and do what you have to do to act like a leader in the Bronx like you're supposed to be.
Act like you give a fuck about your people.
I'm just saying.
I can't say
I
anything
may be a
better.
little
I
bit.
can't
I
fucking
may
say
be a
anything
little
better.
bit. Yo, you know what? I may be a little bit borracho, but yo,
We think Puerto Ricans in the Bronx.
between
We're
you
all borracho.
and
We're all
your
borracho.
cowboy-willing father that has two strong positions in government, and you're supposed to be representing the people of the Bronx, the 1.5 million residents that live in the Bronx, and you have someone by the name of Trump in our borough that represents America KKK.
Amen.
How are you trying to separate our borough from the rest of the world that is engulfed in this bullshit?
What do we mean to you? You know, to add to what my boy just said right now, I'm gonna, you know, anybody who knows me knows I'm a bit of a history buff. I'm gonna drop some history on you fucking people right now.
Let's do it. It's the time to do
Again,
it.
like I mentioned before, in 1917, Puerto Rico became a Commonwealth. Okay? Alright. Los macheteros were considered terrorists because they went against everything that was happening in Puerto Rico. Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, yeah, I'm going to mention you too, experimented their drugs on our men and women in an attempt to sterilize them. Okay? In Vietnam, our black brothers and our Puerto Rican brothers were on the front line taking the brunt of the punishment over a war that we never should have been a part of in the fucking first place.
Fucking know it.
Okay? You have the balls to go to our island and talk about our debt and how we've thrown and how our disaster has thrown your budget out of whack. You know what threw our budget out of whack? Here's some history for you, Mr. Trump, because I know you've never read a history book a day in your fucking life. What threw our budget out of whack is this little thing called the Jones Act.
It's gonna be huge.
Oh, but it's gonna be great.
Huge.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be
terrific.
great.
It's gonna be terrific. Let me tell you, here's what's terrific, Mr. Trump. Our debt that you love to mention when you come to our island, and I'll say our island, our debt came from this little thing called the Jones Act, which doesn't allow us to buy goods from anything that's not an American company. Meanwhile, all of your companies receive their goods from Mexico and China, Vietnam, and every other part of the world that they have children working in these damn slave labor farms, all right, producing goods. What caused debt in Puerto Rico is American interference. That's what caused debt in Puerto Rico. What's caused debt in Puerto Rico is the Jones Act, which hasn't allowed America to buy goods from countries that could offer to us cheaper, only American companies. Meanwhile, unless I miss my guess, you owned a golf course in Puerto Rico. You sorry son of a bitch. You owned a golf course in Puerto Rico that you claimed bankruptcy on for over $30 million, swindled your partners out of the money, and have the balls to walk into our island. Whether we were born there or not, it's our fucking island. You have the balls to go there and talk about how we've thrown your budget out of whack. I'm going to tell you what's throwing our budget out of whack. What's throwing our budget out of whack is how big businesses like the one you own outsources all of your labor to countries that you can pay their workers $3, if not less, an hour. What's throwing our budget out of whack is the fact that our companies receive tax breaks for not employing American citizens. Meanwhile, they're generating billions of dollars. What's throwing our budget out of whack is the fact that there are companies in Puerto Rico generating billions of dollars, but none of that money gets circulated back into the island. That's what's happened to Puerto Rico. And you have the godforsaken gall to walk on our island and talk about our debt. Our debt was created by America. Puerto Rico did not ask to become a commonwealth. When America took it over in 1917, you inherited a responsibility to take care of that fucking island. You know why? Because that's the island of our people. That's the island that bled for this country during World War I, World War II, Vietnam, the Iraq War, and the Afghanistan War. And to this day, the thousands upon thousands of Puerto Ricans that serve in our armed forces, you have a fucking obligation to our island to fucking take care of it. That's what's important here, Mr. Trump, not the fucking debt. I don't want to hear that Puerto Rico is an island in the middle of the ocean. I got news for you, Mr. Trump. This planet is 70% water. Every piece of land is in the middle of the ocean, you fucking retard. And you know what? By the same token, during World War II, after we bombed the shit out of Japan, we went to Japan and helped them. And you want to know something? They had power and running water in the span of 7 days. And that was in the fucking 40s. We are in the year 2017. A month has gone by and our island is still without clean water and power. There is no goddamn excuse for the level of negligence and inhumanity that has happened on our island. You are a pathetic, low-life, orange-haired orangutan piece of shit. And the best thing that can happen to this country is for something bad to happen to you. And I don't give a shit what list this puts me on. It's the goddamn truth. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should look in the mirror and be disgusted by your own reflection. And may God forbid the day that you were elected as the president of our country. Because that is a blind spot. That is a black spot in this country that will never be lived down. That we inherited a fucking clown like you. You sorry piece of shit. So take care of Puerto Rico, because let me tell you, there are millions of us on this goddamn country that also are registered voters. Your time, your clock is fucking ticking. It is ticking. And believe me, if you don't get impeached by the people by the people investigating your relationship with Putin and Russia, by the time the 4th year is over, you will lose by a goddamn landslide.
Or you will get assassinated. But anyways, this message brought to you by
Jameson,
the Puerto Ricans of Bronx, New York. Sponsored by Jameson. Jameson, where even the Irish fighting motherfuckers are found within the people of not only just Puerto Rico, Bronx, New York, New York, but this is what happens when you talk about politics. This is what happens when you talk about the sensitivity of what our brothers and sisters are going through in our motherland. In our motherland. And we say our motherland because as Puerto Ricans,
that is the country of our heritage. That is the land of our heritage. I was born in America, like my partner here, we were born in America. I was born in Mount Sinai Hospital in Spanish Harlem. That's where I was born.
We have brothers and sisters. My grandmother, born in Cataño. My grandfather is in Bayamon. We have family that still live on the island.
My aunt lives in Aguadilla. My grandmother was from a little pig farm in Añaco. All right, my heritage is from there. My wife's family is from there. You know,
you have people that love to travel to private, or not even private, but just paradise recreational facilities, and Puerto Rico is one of them. And the fact
Absolutely.
that now it's devastated, and then you have someone like Trump that says, Puerto Rico is going through this, it's surrounded by water. We have someone within that intelligent mindset.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
That
fucking genius.
That realizes where his geographical regions are. Right?
Yeah.
But then he also wants to bring up the debt status of what we inherited because of poor decisions from our predecessors. Like if it's our fault. But at the same token, it's a catch-22 situation because you have leaders that allow that shit to happen because we think that being associated by America, that it's going to get better. And here we are realizing after a hurricane hit, it's not getting better.
Not at all.
It's not getting better at all. So, what do we do at this point?
Where does our country go from here?
And this should be an eye-opener as an island that eventually, as Boricuas, each and every one of us in our heritage, in our bloodlines, going back to the Taino Indians, our ancestral roots, that we are resilient people. We're going to bounce back from this eventually.
Oh, absolutely.
But
it
should be an eye-opener. It should be an eye-opener to say that as Puerto Ricans, we should not have anything to do with anything affiliated with this place right now, unless there is true leadership that understands the value, the importance
Amen.
of Puerto Rico.
To add to that, absolutely true. And to add to that, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I vote. I'm an avid voter. I'm an avid voter. I believe in voting. I don't consider myself a Democrat or Republican because I've always found both parties to be completely full of shit.
Yeah.
I voted for Obama twice. I'm not ashamed of that. I stand by that, and I would vote for him again if he were able to run.
True story.
Whether you agree with Obama's politics or not, one thing we can all agree with about Obama is that he was a class act, and he cared about people. He cared about people. Whatever policies he tried to employ, whether you agree with them or not, one thing we can all agree on is the fact that he believed those policies were going to be for the betterment of American people, American citizens, all of them.
Humankind.
Human beings.
Regardless of race.
Humanity.
Regardless of background. Regardless of stature. Regardless of...
Amen.
Are you middle class? Are you upper class? Are you lower class? No. He thought of you as
a person. As a human being. We live in a very, very tumultuous time. Obviously,
when you talk about
it's hard. It's hard not to get emotionally invested.
It's crazy.
It's hard not to get emotionally invested.
I let y'all go off for the past half hour, 45 minutes.
I'm just trying to process how long have we been going off.
We've been going on for a while.
Let me tell you right now. Right now we're at 2:53:04.
Jesus Christ.
That means we've been going almost 3 hours now. You know what I'm saying? And about 40 minutes, and most of you,
I take credit for that.
Have gone off on this thing. So, in spirit of that, you know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all take the reins. I don't mind not saying shit, as long as you speak about some real shit. So I'll throw this shit all fucking day.
I think at this point, we've poured. We went through, again, it's been roller coasters and different types of evolutions. And I hope that, me coming off across this podcast right now, and I could speak for you and us as a whole.
Absolutely.
We are emotional human beings. We are emotional to our surroundings.
To the plight of our people.
To what's going on with our people, but not just our people, but people in general.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People within our reach. People that we genuinely care about regardless of race, color, ethnicity, sexual orientation, no matter what. If you are a genuine good human being, I genuinely give a shit about you.
Right.
I genuinely
I feel the same way.
care.
Yeah.
And regardless of your stature, of your status, of your economic, socio, whatever the fuck you are, as long as you are a good person, I fucks with you.
I'm the same way.
Regardless.
Listen, my wife's cousin is a, and I say this as a term of endearment, is a flaming gay man.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's one of the most fucking wonderful people I
But he's
know.
a wonderful person, and I look at him like a younger brother.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I wouldn't do for the guy.
Yeah.
You know, we don't care about any of that nonsense, because at the end of the day, that's all nonsense.
Love is love.
All we care about,
love is love.
Yeah, all we
Love
care
is
about
love.
is who you are as a person.
If you're
You know?
a good person with a good heart, I fucks with you.
Exactly.
Bottom line.
Yeah, I'm the
But
same way.
If you support, and I give Eminem his props, because he said it himself. I'm drawing a line in the sand.
Right.
And if you fuck with Trump, I'm going to give you an opportunity to just say, fuck you. Because I wouldn't want someone that supports someone like Trump to consider themselves my friend.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you're supporting an undercover racist individual that doesn't give a shit about you, that doesn't give a shit about your rights,
Absolutely
that doesn't
true.
Right.
give a shit
That's right.
about whether you live or you die, so long as it's about the betterment of your particular race or your particular status, of your particular stature. I support those that, you know, they want to better themselves in their lives,
Sure.
but they don't want to do it by stepping on anybody's necks or toes at the same time.
But that's the PC culture we live in now.
But yeah, I get
That's
that.
the PC culture we live in. This constant need to not offend anybody and not say the truth.
I
and,
call that
and,
the pussification of
That's
America.
the pussification of
The
America.
pussification
But
of
not just the
America.
pussification of America, the pussification of men. Because nowadays we live in an era where when you're a man who stands on his principles and stands on his ideals, you're demonized. You're considered to either be
Well,
a homophobe.
it
But
depends.
as a man,
It depends.
as a man,
It depends on
isn't
who
it-
you are, though.
Isn't it
sure.
your
Depends on who you are.
responsibility as a man to stand on your own two fucking feet, especially in where you're at right now? Not just the Bronx, New York, but in America. As a man, to stand on your own 2 feet, to hold your ground, and to say, this is my beliefs, this is what I believe in, and fuck it how you feel,
Right.
but as long as I'm not influencing or trying to force you into my way of thinking, my way of believing, but
Sure.
having you understand and having that common ground of respect, it's an honor, loyalty, and respect
Amen.
Look, put it like this.
that most people don't fucking believe in.
We
agree
are
with that.
objective. We are objective because we're 3 individuals who fucking think about things before we actually fucking agree or disagree with it.
Sure, sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And we can agree to disagree, and that's
yeah.
okay, you know?
So with Colin taking a knee, right? We can understand that he's an individual who feels a certain way that he forced himself to take a knee. But look, just like Men in Black put it, an individual is smart, but people are dumb, panicky, and stupid.
In
That's
groups,
the problem.
for sure.
In groups.
That's the problem.
Men in Black,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
remember that Tommy Lee Jones said that to Will
He
Smith.
said that. Get in the fucking frame. Or move the chair slightly so that you can fucking
Alright.
see. Goddamn it! You
My
fucking
lazy
disappear.
ass.
Then you disembodied
It's
voice.
my lazy ass, yeah.
Fucking
Forgive
people,
me.
man. You know, I give them reins and they fucking run wild. so yeah, they you know, as individuals we can sit here objective, and you know what? It's always 2020, the foresight.
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20 for sure.
Always. So you know what? I mean, like, much respect to what they do. You may not agree with how they're doing
Sure.
it.
I believe in respecting the flag.
Because you know what happened?
I respect the flag.
You know what happened? Colin did it.
Despite the flag.
Colin did
There's
it.
different
Colin did it.
concepts.
But what happened was
there's different definitions of
Sure.
respecting the flag.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, by Colin Kaepernick taking a knee,
Or by the NFL players rather taking the knee. You know?
But see, that's the thing about it, because they fucking, all right, he did it. He made his point, and that was very clear. Now, either they're taking a knee or they're holding each other's arms. It's not clear. You You know what I'm saying? They're standing up for something, but nobody gives a fuck.
You know what my problem with it is? I'm gonna tell you what my problem with it is.
Matter of fact, my last podcast, I was like, they're taking a knee. NFL players like to be on knees. I don't know what the fuck that's about. That was a very fucking true statement. I was like, what the fuck are they kneeling for?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. This is my opinion, and you guys, of course, are welcome to either agree or disagree. But my opinion is this: when the national anthem is playing, I always stand and I always salute. It's not about the politics; it's about the country and what the country can embody. The fact that this country, the ideals that this country was built upon. I will always stand and I will always salute. I've had too many family members who fought for this country to not, including my own daughter, for me to not stand and salute the flag. I always will do that. For whether or not I agree with the president, whether or not I agree with the politics, I will always stand and salute the flag because I love the country I live in, for sure. That being said, my problem with the NFL's taking a knee, they have the right to do that, for sure. That is within their right. No, I do not agree with this Trump nonsense of them being fired. That's bullshit. You have a right to do what you want. If they feel the need to take a knee, that's within their constitutional right to do that.
Yeah.
I have no beef with that. But do I agree with it? No. The reason I don't agree with it is it's simple. If you want to take it back to the civil rights movement, and bear with me for a second, you take it back to the greats like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, even Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, the people who come from that era of the civil rights movement. They believed in something, and they were willing to bleed for whatever they believed in.
True.
They were hosed, they were chased by dogs, they were arrested, they were beaten, they bled for their beliefs.
Yeah.
The NFL players taking a knee, to me, is a very empty gesture. And the reason I say that is because if any of these NFL players really gave a shit about Colin Kaepernick, they would all stage a walkout. They all, between the lot of them, most of the NFL key players are black. Most of them.
Right.
You're talking about over $1 billion worth of money between all of those guys. If they decided to protest and go to the NFL headquarters and tell all of their fans who idolize and worship them and say, listen, this is what we believe in. If you believe in this too, we're going to be at this place at this time. Join us in protest so that a guy like Colin Kaepernick can get a job, which he rightly deserves if you believe that. Come and protest with us. They have the ability to do that because they are people who are in a position to become catalysts for change. But the problem with that is they're not going to do that because that hurts their pocket. So it's a lot more trendy for them and a lot easier for them to take a knee, get up and go play their game and make their millions than it is for them to actually bleed a little bit for what they believe in.
I see where you're coming at.
That's why that gesture to me seems empty.
It sounds hypocritical. And I get where you're coming from. And I get that, there's a difference in a generation gap.
Sure.
From then versus now, where you talk about Rosa Parks, you talk about Malcolm X, you talk about Dr. Martin Luther King, who would be willing to, and in some cases, lost their lives to the cause of what they believed in.
Racial equality.
Versus now, where, you have people that are put in prestigious positions, and it was a trendsetter like Colin Kaepernick that started the whole initiative of saying Black Lives Matter until it caught on and it became a trend. And it became this whole concept like, all right, you know what? People are starting to recognize, people are starting to acknowledge, but am I really going to lose my livelihood over it? Probably not. I get that.
Sure.
However, it doesn't change the fact that regardless of what one person initiated, that it became this trend that now people, including Douchebag 45, are starting to acknowledge.
I love that name, by the way.
And Douchebag 45.
That works.
Be his name.
That works.
So, and the fact that he's acknowledging that these NFL players are now, in his consideration, sons of bitches. But you know what? It got the attention and it got the recognition of, you know, those that are in that position of power to say you're disrespecting the flag and you're disrespecting America. No, they're finally showing you that, you know what, though we are in the position that we are in and we can't afford to lose our livelihoods, at least we're going to take that moment of our constitutional freedom and our right to express ourselves to showcase that for that defiant moment, we're not disrespecting the flag. We're not disrespecting what America used to stand for.
Sure.
Used to stand for.
What it's supposed to mean.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost sight. Not they as the NFL players, but America as a whole lost sight of what America stood for.
Okay. No, I get that.
And
I definitely get that.
It's just
I definitely get
a
that.
hashtag stay woke moment.
Sure.
To everyone in America by saying, yo, we're protesting for a reason.
Right.
It's not that we're anti-American.
Sure.
We're anti
the bullshit
establishment.
Yeah.
We're anti racism. We're
anti-police brutality.
KKK
Yeah.
of what this 45 douchebag represents.
Exactly.
No. And in
you
that,
know,
I understand.
If you're a veteran, if you're a military veteran, I guarantee you 4 out of 5 of the military veterans would say, you know what? I respect what they're doing.
Sure.
Because they're executing their constitutional right to protest what they feel is not right with America this day and age. And they're in that position.
It's a beautiful
they're
thing.
in that position of acknowledgement and for the world to see. You want to protest the NFL? For what? What does the NFL stand for? You have a bunch of people of light-skinned color that oversee minority population running, catching, and playing a game. But at least they're using that platform on saying, you know what, acknowledge what we're trying to stand for right now. Think of how monumental that was when the representatives that were in, I forgot what year it was, but you know the monumental moment when those 2 African Americans that stood up with their fists raised was just trying to acknowledge equality.
Sure.
In not just within the United States, but within the world.
Absolutely. No, I get
And
that.
it's not just the fact that Black Lives Matter.
All lives matter.
America.
Yeah, all lives matter.
All lives matter
for sure.
within the world.
Yeah, all lives matter. And you know, it's funny, the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm not a fan of the movement in a sense where they're talking about, you know, people giving up their goods and giving it to black people to make up for the past. I think that's nonsense. Nothing in this life is owed to you. If you want success in this life, you have to take it. I agree with all lives matter. I agree with innocent lives matter. I agree with lack of police brutality. I agree with everyone being treated with respect and courtesy and all those things. I'm not a fan of the black... I was okay with the Black Lives Matter movement.
Because, again, and that's a gray area.
It is. No, it is.
When you
it is.
It's a morally gray area.
It's a very morally gray area.
Reparations and slavery.
Yeah.
Because you and I and you have never experienced it, have never heard our family talk about, well, you know, when I was your age, I was a slave and I worked on the plant. So you can't talk about what you don't know.
No, absolutely true.
Out of respect.
No. I completely agree with what you're saying.
So you can't go out there and say, I don't agree with how the black African Americans are going to throw out the whole reparations, talk. Because, again, we never experienced it as a people.
No.
So it would be hypocritical to say, you know what? Shouldn't say that because, you know, that you got to go out there and earn what you deserve, but you don't know what their upbringings were to get to this platform and this plateau of now being in a situation that, now in this day and age, go out there and get what you're worth.
For sure.
Versus back then,
for sure,
they had no choice.
I'm gonna say this. I completely agree with what you're saying. I do, but the difference for me is this: if you want to talk about slavery, there are not, to my knowledge, any African Americans or Puerto Rican men that can walk around saying that they were ever slaves. They were not. Slavery is a part of this country's history. Absolutely true. But America is not the sole country responsible for slavery. You can look at it in Spain. You can look at it in Italy. You can look at it in England. You can look at it in Egypt. You can look at it in many parts of the world. Right. Slavery is not something that is relegated mainly to black people. Slavery is something that happened to many different cultures all across the world.
We are a melting
pot.
Right.
This is not a strictly black or Hispanic issue.
This isn't a black
This
and
is
white
a
issue.
human
This is
issue. This is a
But-
human issue.
but-
I will say this: living in the here and the now. My personal opinion is this, with no disrespect meant to the history that's happened. My opinion is this: nothing is owed to you. Be you white, black, Hispanic, Asian. Listen, the Asian culture, they built the railroads in this country. The Asians, they're the ones who are responsible for the railroads in this country, right? So, there are many travesties that happen to many cultures all across the board. To the Jews, to the whites, to the blacks, to the Asians. We can go historically. We can spend a 5-hour podcast talking about the history of slavery.
We keep
fucking around.
Yeah.
Fucking around. We're already at 3:10.
There you go. Fuck around. We get
close to
there.
that
We'll get there.
right now.
We can sit there and have an entire podcast about the history of slavery in regards to human nature.
Yeah.
That is a whole different discussion. But I will say this. Now, talking about today, even in the last 30, 40, 50, 60 years, nothing is owed to you. You have an obligation as a person to go out there and achieve whatever it is you wish to achieve.
Damn right.
I don't want to hear that it's not possible, because let me tell you, we had a black president. We have many black. We have many black and Hispanic politicians. We have Asian politicians. Forget about politics for a second. Let's go into the private sector.
That's it. That shit changed.
We have many successful Hispanic, black, Asian, Indian, Arabic, and every other nationality across the board. People who have come from nothing and made something of themselves. Nothing is owed to you.
Yeah.
If you want something in this life, it is on you to put in the time, the work, the effort, and everything to go and take it. I don't agree with this policy that because I'm born Latino or African American or any other denomination across the board that isn't white, that all of a sudden I'm entitled to a check because 300 years ago my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was a slave.
Yeah, no.
I cannot abide by that line of thinking.
No,
I cannot. What I can abide by is the fact that all lives matter. I can abide by that all people, especially people of color, deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. I can abide by racial profiling is wrong. I can abide by the fact that just because I'm a Latino man doesn't give you the right to roast me more than a person who is a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
The problem is,
I can go with that.
The point is that you can actually go on this forever.
Yeah.
Forever, for sure.
There's no shortage of things that we could talk about as far as political, religion, racial profiling, how America views its minorities, to the fact that we got a president that's fucking as equally clueless as he is a fucking bastard.
But that's the root of today's evil. The root of people's insecurities. And when I say insecurities, it's both sides of the spectrum.
For sure.
It's
for sure.
With those that don't have a clue that racism exists, because here we are as New Yorkers living in the Bronx, that we see everyone as the same.
Yeah.
Whether you're white,
because we're raised around everybody.
Black,
we're raised around
yellow,
everybody.
orange, purple, pink, fuchsia, whatever the fuck
magenta,
whatever the color is, because here in New York we are the platform of what acceptance is all about, because of the statue
for sure.
And never forget, we are morally responsible whether we want it or not, we're morally responsible to educate and inform those who are not versed in the fact that we are living in a diverse world.
Absolutely
And that we
true.
do have blacks, and we do have Hispanics, and we
But
do
the
have,
problem,
you know, even Europeans and everybody else. It's not just like the purebred American born. We have people from Europe as well.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
the problem is
And
that,
they're minorities within themselves.
Sure.
but the problem is, bro, is that in this day and age, we went from Barack Obama, the pinnacle of what a classy individual, human being, family man, the American dream should be like.
Mm-hmm.
But he was African American.
Absolutely.
And
And
because
in gym with certain people.
that, and
And a great
because
president, I don't care what anybody
that
says.
triggered, because that triggered the whole insecurities of another race that wasn't accepting to his skin tone.
Mhm.
We go left with someone like Donald Trump that then says it's okay to be racist. It's okay to not
Yeah.
like people of color.
Yep.
Express yourself, because this current piece of shit does. And now we're put in a position where if you saw this douchebag that was on the L train that tried to get cute with his racial slurs, and how did he get handled in New York? He got soup thrown on him.
So that.
If you try that racist shit here in New York,
Not
you
gonna
get
fly.
punched
It's
in
not
the
gonna go-
face.
yeah, it's
You
not
get
gonna go
punched in
well
the
for you.
face.
You
Because
get
the-
soup in the
Punched in
face.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, for sure.
my best friends are not the same color as me. My best friends are different races, sexes, orientation, whatever
Religion.
the case, religion. But that's where, if you think the premise of all these wars are based off of, all of these wars that transpired, not the same religion as me, not the same color as me, not the same as me, and it hurts, bro, because, you know, us as New Yorkers, we have a responsibility to be accepting, being tolerant, and being understanding that people are different. People
Yeah.
come from different walks of life. You don't know what their trials and tribulations are because you don't walk in their shoes.
For sure.
But everybody has the same struggle of just wanting to live.
Yeah, just
And
being a
wanting
person,
to
just being a
be-
human.
That's true.
Being relevant in
Very,
this
very
day and
true.
age that we live in. But because we have someone like Douchebag 45 in the position that he's
I
in,
love that name. I tell you, I love that name.
That he's,
When
you
something
know,
sticks, it sticks.
that he's just saying, you know, follow me because, you know, I'm really just pretending to be something that I'm not. Yo, I can't support that. I can't, and I can't support hypocritical people that are in political positions that don't act up or act out against that. Whether it's our current mayor, whether it's our current governor, whether it's our current borough president, if you support anything that Douchebag 45 represents, can't fucks with you. Bottom line.
Yeah, amen. That's
Well,
why.
yeah,
and
that,
I think
tell you,
There's one thing you can't deny, and he said this himself, that he was gonna come in and change shit up and fuck shit up. You can't fucking deny that he didn't do that shit. Good or worse. Good
no,
or
there's
worse.
no denying.
Bad or
It's
worse.
an eye opener.
Bad or
You know
worse.
what? I appreciate him for what he is, because hopefully we take this experience and we move on, learning from this accident, and hopefully everybody in position of color realizes that, yo, if this ain't your president, remember that for when the next re-election comes.
I'm so glad that you said that. I am so
Remember
glad
that.
that you said that.
And
because
don't be. The problem is that they're scared. They're scared because maybe in some cases they didn't come into this land legally, but they don't realize that being here it's going to take a lot for them to be deported back to wherever they came from, but it's fear. Fear of thinking this president doesn't support me, doesn't love me, doesn't have my best interest in his heart, so I don't want to put myself out there and vote against him because they're going to find me and they're going to deport me back to wherever I came from. Fuck that. Learn your local laws. Learn and accept and understand that your local government, borough president, governmental elected officials, councilmen, fucking assemblymen, and every elected official that is of minority, especially here in the Bronx, has a responsibility to take care of their own.
Amen. Yeah,
Okay?
no, I agree with
and
that.
they have a responsibility to ensure that if they get out there and they vote, just to make sure that 45 douchebag does not get reelected, at least we're doing our job in making our voices be known.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that, because the truth of the matter is, I hope if there's anything good that can come from this whole debacle, it's the fact that for all of those people out there, especially people of color, minorities, who always had this idea that, oh, it doesn't matter if I vote, it doesn't matter who I vote for, it's all the same crap, it doesn't make a difference. Now you know without a shadow of a doubt
Better wake up.
that voting makes a difference. And now you know without a shadow of a doubt that who you vote for makes a difference. Because you know what? I was not the biggest Hillary supporter. No, I was not. Did I vote for Hillary? Yes, I did. Did I vote for her against Trump? Absolutely. I'd vote for her again against Trump. Because one thing, did I agree with all of Hillary's politics? No, I do not. But here's one thing I know for sure. If Hillary was president, America would still be a part of the Paris Convention. And if for anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's about all the world's governments coming together, and I'm simplifying it, but it's about all the world's governments coming together with a commitment to cleaner energy, cleaner air, and making sure that we do something about the current state of global warming and things of that nature.
Right.
If Hillary would have been president, that wouldn't have happened. If Hillary would have been president, nor do I believe we'd be worrying about a World War III with North Korea. If Hillary would have been president, I do not believe we'd be worrying about. I don't believe we'd be worrying about our healthcare position.
Let me put a pin in there before we start getting into North Korea.
But yeah, that's a whole other thing. If Hillary Clinton were president, whether you agree with her politics or not, I do not believe Puerto Rico will be in the state that it's in right now. Granted, you may not agree with everything she wanted to do, but there are certain things that I think we can all agree that if Hillary Clinton would have won that election, we would not be dealing with right now.
All right,
and those are the things that matter. So
I hope Sanders.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. But the point is that at the very least, for anyone who didn't vote last time, for anyone who feels like their vote doesn't matter or that doesn't matter what you do, I hope you learn from this. And come the next couple of years when election time rolls around again, you get to the polls and you get voting so that we make sure that the travesty of douchebag 45, as you like to call him, doesn't come back for the sequel.
Yo, how many more years do we got with this douchebag 45?
3 more.
Jesus Christ.
Three and change.
Assuming that he lasts that long, but...
Assuming he lasts that long, but I don't think he's going to get impeached.
In despite of all this, I have to put a disclaimer. I'm sorry, Republicans. I know this is a very Democratic point of view. We have 3 Democrats in the room. And you love your Trump. I know you do.
Half of the Republicans don't even support this motherfucker.
Yeah, ain't that
so
true?
Hold on. We're in disclaimer right now, so there's no talking. I'm sorry, Republicans. We have a certain point of view in this room. And I'm a Democrat, unapologetically. But you know what? That's what you get for listening into the corner with 3 Democrats in the room. So, fuck it.
See these nuts? Hold them.
Hold them.
Bitch.
Yeah. I have to admit, I did not expect the corner to go in this realm. And thank God I didn't do the one-on-one, because one-on-one, a mini podcast project, would have been fucking greatly exaggerated at a 3-hour podcast. On the other fact, it's fucking been just a lively... I couldn't ask for a better fucking conversation than what we got so far in the fucking... What was it? 3 hours and 24 minutes?
Yeah,
Good Lord.
I was aiming to cut the shit at 3.
Nah, you know what?
But it wasn't. I said I let it go. I said, fuck it, we're gonna go.
We're going.
But you know, you're a talkative mother,fucker, right?
I'm sorry. You hit subjects that mean something to me.
Yeah,
you know,
I didn't hit it. I didn't hit it. And somehow it just gradually.
It happened. It went to
and
subjects that matter to me.
I'm all fucking for it. So don't. So I mean, anytime, any day, we can talk like this shit more than fucking TV and games and all that bullshit. What you got?
Moonshine.
Why not?
What happened?
He said moonshine.
Moonshine. Fuck it, let's do it.
Why not?
I'm just saying we've done this for 3 and close to a half hours, right?
That's right.
Passionate Puerto Ricans that shot from the heart of what they felt in every category of what we spoke about. All right? And this type of podcast, again, is just if we're reverting back to the original message of our younger generation is to say, yo, yeah, we may be a little bit intoxicated, but we're shooting from the heart of what we feel.
I'm fucking sober as fuck right now.
You know what? But it's a venting session that it makes you sober. That it's just like, yo, kids, if you hear us, don't just hear the fact that, yo, we've been drinking, we've been chilling, blah, blah, blah. We're chilling, but we're talking about things that matter.
Right.
We're talking about social events. We're talking about our current status as Americans that hopefully you can understand how we feel right now and how you can be better than where we are right now. Because that's the concept. If you bring a child into this world,
you want them to be better than you.
I know for me, if I were to bring a child into this world, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me.
That's true.
And
that's
the premise of having children that reside in this day and age. And that's the sad part, is that a lot of those type of parents don't have that type of mentality of saying, you know what, just be better than what I was.
He talks, you pour the moonshine. Have at it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. But, you know, at this point, I would rather just leave this podcast on a positive note than just, you know, getting into
no. Trust me, for the past hour, I've been trying to steer it back towards the positive.
No, you know, but at least.
But you know what? Again, I would give you carte blanche. This is carte blanche.
Look, and I appreciate that because it's a ride. It's an adventure to express yourself, to express how you feel as a person of substance.
What happened?
No, this is interesting.
Well, does that look like syrup, though?
It does, right? Like, what the hell am I?
Oh, he dropped a cherry in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Vaya
right.
con Dios.
Sorry. It's all right.
Vaya con Dios. But, you know, again, yeah, you know, liquor-induced conversations, but, you know, you get the realest out of this because people don't know how to properly express themselves face-to-face.
Without apologizing for how they feel.
Yeah.
Look,
you know,
I can speak for myself.
And it's the pacification of America. That's
Ain't
the
that
problem.
the truth?
You know, because I'm sorry. What the fuck are you sorry for if you're not shooting from the heart? As long as you're not trying to blatantly be racist, hypocritical, homophobe,
You
or
got
whatever the
nothing to be
case
sorry
may be,
about.
if your premise is just based off of a good heart, speak your mind.
We can agree to disagree, and that's okay.
That's the American. That's supposed
okay.
to be the American way.
Sure, we can have opposing views on shit, whether it's religion, whether it's the homosexuality, whatever it is.
Real, like
that's the Puerto Rican.
But that's not just Puerto Rican. It's just a minority as a whole. Like, yo, but what the fuck?
Exactly.
I'ma fuck this nigga up. Like, I really wish I didn't do that. But you know what? On that note, salud. Because I want to see what this moonshine is all about. I said moonlight. Jesus Christ.
Hold on, before you. Ready?
Old school. Pa arriba,
pa abajo,
pa centro,
pa abajo, pa adentro.
Salud.
Salud, dinero, mi amor, or 2 out of 3.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell is that?
I am a real
Oh, really?
Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right.
not. But if you are, fuck you and your mustache. And your goddamn bandana.
I still fuck your daughter though.
For real. True story. True story.
Fuck it. I cut it off at just the right time.
You had to go. You had to go. I'm a real American.
Alright, I'm so fucking.
Alright, I'm done with the podcast. I'm just gonna connect myself off.
You know what? I didn't plan that. That just happened perfectly.
Had to do
That's
that.
perfect.
That's kidding me.
Perfect.
That's kidding me.
Motherfucker. Yo, I say.
Look. Podcast changed my life. I don't know about you,
It did for me too.
but this is your first time out. Like,
Yeah, this for me was like a venting forum to just be in a room with like-minded individuals, and even if you're not like-minded individuals, again, as he said, we can agree to disagree.
Sure.
On a lot of concepts. But
Listen, you learn from people you don't agree with.
and that's the American
You
way.
learn. You learn
That's
from them.
that's not just the American way.
Mhm.
That's the human being
Yeah.
way.
I'm gonna tell you one
You're
of
not the
those.
same as me. I'm not the same as you.
We can agree on 90% of the things, but maybe the 10% we don't agree on, we learn from each other. Look, I worked with a guy who was an African Muslim. And am I a Muslim? No, I'm not. But, and do I necessarily agree with everything? No, I don't. But I learned a lot from that man. He was a very wise, intelligent man. And even though we varied in terms of our spiritual beliefs, I learned a lot from that man. So sometimes it's in our disagreements that we grow and we learn. And that's important.
oh, by the way, how'd you like that moonshine?
It is good. I don't know where the hell it came from or what it's made of, but it's good.
that shit smacked me in the face and it said,
Yeah.
"Hey, sit back."
Yeah, it slapped the hell out of me.
You poured me a lot.
Did I really?
Yeah, I couldn't have taken it in one shot.
Yeah, no, I didn't take mine in one shot either.
But you know what the good thing is? We got
I did.
dessert.
Do we really?
I don't know about you because you don't smoke.
I'm not a
But
smoker.
we got cigars. So we're going to top it off with a nice smoke in front of the building before we call it a night.
That sounds good.
So please be down there with us. We'll
I'll
bullshit
come down. I'll take
off
the
camera.
dog down. I'll walk around and I'll
I
come
think
back
this
and
is
meet
a
you.
good segue to saying, you know what, first of many, I appreciate the fact that you invited me here. I appreciate the fact that I had a dialogue with all three of us.
For sure,
You know,
brother.
And again,
For sure.
it's a good concept, and I'm hoping that if anything that people take out of this is the fact that, you know, social media is social media. Hopefully you could learn something out of intellectual dialogue, and whether it was intellectual or not, it was passionate. Okay, granted we've been drinking, granted, you know, we've been all over the place with topics of conversation, but hopefully we expressed ourselves with love, understanding, and acceptance.
For sure.
Those are the three rules that I hope people can at least reciprocate.
Yeah,
in their
absolutely.
day-to-day lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know?
You know?
So I'm just gonna say thank you for having me on.
It was
Thank
our
you,
pleasure,
you know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
And
Absolutely.
I thank you guys for the conversation that we had. Yeah, it was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It really
a roller
was.
coaster.
Yeah. I couldn't ask for a better podcast.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. Before we go, I have to ask a quick question.
That shit.
November, we have two big movies coming out. We got Thor Ragnarok and we have Justice League.
3.
3? What's the third?
Star Wars.
No, that's
No,
December.
that's
That's,
December, kid.
That's Christmas.
That's
Oh,
the
that's
That's
right.
around
That's right.
Christmas.
You're actually right.
That's around Christmas.
You're right. November.
Even though I'm hyped for that too,
Yeah.
for sure. But what do you think, Thor Ragnarok? What do you think?
If I had to say who would take it, I would say Justice League. Just the fact that you're going based off of Superman died. They want to see if he's going to relive it. Obviously, he's coming back, but I will say, never sleep on Marvel.
Well,
for sure.
All right.
Never.
It's funny that he says that.
sleep
It's
on
funny that he
Marvel.
says
For
that.
sure.
It's funny that he says that, right? Because out of the two, I'm dying to see Thor. Right? That's fucking my fucking AC/DC rock on. Like,
Yeah, me too.
motherfucker,
Me
I'm
too.
waiting
You know I'm a
for-
Thor fan.
right?
You know.
However, you got Justice League. This is the first team up that we had since
In a minute.
Avengers, not only is it like the predicated on the death of Superman.
Batman versus Superman
Yes.
fiasco.
Yes.
That was just like a dum because
We had
it was
this.
a
Okay.
storyline.
All right. So we had that. We had that. We had that.
Is it
We had-
dum-dum?
we
His
had-
name is Martha.
We had the
We're
death.
friends now.
We had the Batman v Superman shit. We had the death of Superman, and we had the success of Wonder Woman.
Yo, but Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman kicked
carried-
ass. Wonder Woman,
carried
yeah.
So
fucking
DC.
the DC
Yeah,
universe.
So-
Wonder Woman was dope.
So we got all that going, and we got Josh Whedon to do reshoots of that movie. So now we getting the man who gave us fucking Avengers and Avengers 2 coming in with that movie. And so far, early screenings and early reviews has nothing been but crazy, epic, and all that good shit.
For Thor Ragnarok?
No, Justice League.
Justice League?
But
Just-
I hear Thor's gonna be awesome too.
No, early reviews of Thor has been crazy too.
Manito, the fact that, and I told you,
So
you have Mephisto in that fucking movie.
Is he in it though?
if he's in it,
Did
dude,
you not
you gonna see a 40-year-old man with his fucking nipples.
Guys, did you not see at the end? It was the first trailer that came out.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's sitting down with Thor, and Thor was Hulk was like smoldering fire, and you see Hulk literally like jumping into the pits of fucking fire about to fight Mephisto. That has
I gotta
If
see
that fucking
shit.
thing happens,
Can
you're gonna see a fucking
please,
40-year-old man jizz on
bro,
a giant
Can
screen.
you please find that on your computer screen and show it to this man right here?
I gotta look, I
I
gotta
must have
see.
saw that fucking that replay of that
I don't know if I find
at
just
least
that, but
20 times, and I'm like, that's Mephisto. I almost lost my mind. That shit blew me the fuck away.
I have to see, because I mean, if they're including
It was
Mephisto,
like one of the first clips that they came out with.
if they're including Mephisto, that is
I don't know if I
freaking
can
Please
find
watch.
it. I don't know
Awesome.
if I can
Go on
find it.
YouTube.
I'm
Go on
looking. I'm
YouTube.
looking now, but I'm not
Thor
sure.
Ragnarok. It was like one of the first clips.
You know, I'm a Thor guy. Thor is one of my all-time favorite comic book
Yeah.
characters because I'm a mythology guy. So
Yeah.
I really enjoy Thor. I'm looking forward to this movie a lot. Of course, I love Superman and Batman and that too.
Right.
So November's gonna be a good month.
It is. It is.
November's gonna be a good
comic
month.
book fans, obviously.
Did you go to Comic Con?
No, he didn't.
Comic Con was dope. I was there. It was dope.
You gotta try to make it for next year, man. You gotta try to make it for next year.
I fucking hate every time that I see motherfuckers at Comic Con and I'm not there because I'm fucking working like a douchebag.
What do you? Oh, that's right. Because you gotta work weekends. You have to.
I don't work weekends. That's the thing. But on the weekends, I just want to fucking sleep because of what I do
I
during
hear
the
you.
week.
I hear you.
Yeah, which I'm sorry we didn't really get to get into,
That's quite.
but we had plenty of time to do that shit.
Next podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, you coming back for sure. There will be a sequel.
We're gonna take it to the
There
show.
will be Return of the Mac. There's more. There will be Return of the Mac.
Oh,
Return of the Mac is coming.
oh shit.
I had to play that song for my cousin when he shaved.
Yeah.
I had to put
I
on
had to
Return
go
of the
back. Like I said, I had to go back to my old haircut, the flavor saver, and all that bullshit.
This nigga.
Let's see.
Remind me next time to get 2 packs of fucking Sapporo, okay? Because that beer was off the hook.
Yeah.
That beer is good. That's some good beer for sure, without a doubt.
You know, yeah, man. What can I tell you, man?
You still trying to look up the whole fucking
I was trying to find it, but I gave
So I
up.
guess we're wrapping up.
Because I couldn't find exactly what we were looking for.
Diablo, yo, just
So I-
hold it. Hold on. Let me see what you're trying to do.
So I guess we're
Oh
gonna wrap
no,
up.
this is different. This is different now.
There you go. There you go. Return of the Mac, baby.
And that's how we're closing out with the.
That's how we closing out. That's classic. That's classic.
The flavor saver.
The flavor saver.
I got nothing. All these fucking Bobby Fillers over here. I got shit. But yo, it's been a crazy fucking podcast. I can't help but thank the people that made this happen. Nick Portela, Anthony Hernandez, fucking brothers from different mothers. So, like I said, this is coming from the corner, from my heart to all of y'all. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time on the motherfucking corner. And trust me, it's coming back.
And you can believe that.
Yeah.
You can believe that.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Fucking awesome fucking podcast. This is normally the time I'll fade in black, but you know, I'm doing this shit live. So you have to look at my ugly face and then
Now look at it. That moonshine is strong.
fucking sick, man. Woo! That shit's strong. I wouldn't even dare ask if you want to do another shot.
I gotta be up at 8:30 in the morning, kid.
Working tomorrow?
Nah, I gotta do the march of breast cancer awareness.
Oh, you're doing that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, real talk.
What time is it?
That's what's up. I'm all for that. My grandmother was a breast cancer survivor.
Yeah.
She was a breast cancer survivor. I got much love for that.
All right. Peace, people.
Peace!
Peace.